Yo, 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 and hello and welcome to the 133rd episode of GameSpeak Podcast. New episodes go for free every Wednesday in audio format on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, and all of your favorite podcast directories, and in video format on YouTube so you can see us in stunning high definition. This show is two childhood BFFs bringing you all things video games. You can find us online at createforsanity.com where you can listen to episodes, subscribe for behind the scenes news, read rad articles, and buy sick t-shirts from our shop. Also, be sure to join the community in the Facebook group at facebook.com/group/GameSpeak Podcast to hang and talk games with other nerds like us. I'm one of your hosts, JAMAL Al-Jafra, alongside Brent. Smoking that juicy juices out the vaping thing, Bass.
Meow. That's right.
Yeah. So, I guess you don't smoke a vape. You vape a vape.
I smoke a vape. I'm gonna call it smoking it because it makes me feel better.
Yeah, you're smoking that juice.
Smoking it.
That juice.
Smoking.
Yeah, so anyways, what's been up?
Oh, man, not much. I finished the first season of The Masked Singer, dude.
How'd that go?
It was pretty whack until the very end, and okay, I'm just going to go ahead and spoil the whole season for you, because I know you're probably not going to watch it, and I just don't give a shit. I just don't give a shit. So if anybody cares about the first season of The Masked Singer, go ahead and hit that skip 30-second button 4-5 times. You know what I mean? 4 or 5 times. Yeah. Yes. Well, maybe not that
We're
going to
spend a whole 3 minutes spoiling.
I'm not doing any math here, okay? I'm just trying to tell you that, okay, so the whole season, right, there's this guy in a monster costume, and he's just been blowing everybody out of the water. Just fucking killing people.
Let me guess. It's Michael Bublé.
No.
Oh.
But he wins the show naturally because he's fucking excellent. I mean, he's just the best every week. You know what I mean? And we're going up against people like Gladys Knight was in the competition. One of the dudes from NSYNC was in Joey, I guess, Fratone from NSYNC.
Yeah, the guy no one cared about.
I mean, a bunch of people who can actually sing okay.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And, he's going up against these people, he's just murdering them, just killing them out, blowing them out of the water, singing all kinds of different genres of music and stuff.
Jason Derulo.
Well, he had a deep, black person voice, African voice, you know what I mean? And
what's that mean? No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, you can just tell,
Yeah, no,
I thought it was Seal for the first half of the competition. That's how good the voice was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought it was Mr. Kissed by a Rose himself.
Is this somebody that I would know?
Yes.
Okay, let me guess.
Yes.
Hold on, let me guess. T-Pain.
Yes.
It was T-Pain?
It was T-Pain.
Okay, that's all I had to say.
Dude. He killed it. And I was so mind blown, dude. I mean, I already knew we all know T-Pain can sing.
I showed you that acoustic version of the Buy You a Drink.
Dude, after this show is over, I got to show you the performances he did on, because this blows that out of the water. Dude.
Really?
He did a version of that Sam Smith song that's like, "Stay with me," or whatever. Dude, he fucking destroys that song,
really?
In the best possible way. He did fucking Lenny Kravitz and shit. He did a bunch of random weird stuff that you wouldn't expect him to do, and he just destroyed it. It was so good.
They don't call him T-Pain for nothing, dude.
Bro, he did that song that's like, "This is how we do it," and he made it beautiful. It was amazing. I don't know. It's really cool.
I'm ready to hear it.
I'm going to have to show you after the show.
I'll probably now watch the show now that I know T-Pain's in it.
Yeah, honestly, it was the only... You could just watch it and skip straight to the monster part every time, and it would be... You could go on YouTube and watch just a compilation of all his performances, and the only reason it would be worth it to watch the rest of the show is just so you can see how much more awesome T-Pain was than everybody else on the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. He's so good.
Although, I started watching season 2... And I can tell they've got a lot better celebrities on season 2 because everybody's a lot better of a singer, except for the first person who got kicked off of season 2, which was fucking Ninja.
Ninja?
Yeah, the fucking gamer Ninja. Yeah.
Wow. Could he sing at all?
Not really. He did Old Town Road and shit like that.
Of course.
It was pretty bad.
He's gotta just go straight for the video game
And then
stuff.
he was dressed up kind of like Mr. Gumball from the fucking, that cartoon with the It's not like Adventure Time, but it's kind of the same art style. It's got the
regular show.
The regular show, yeah.
Yeah, you mean
the gumball machine guy?
Yeah, like the boss.
Yeah, he reminded me of that, except it wasn't exactly that.
Okay, I'm gonna have to see this.
It was weird, man.
Just for the costumes.
Very weird.
But yeah, that makes.
What have you been doing, man?
Well, this week, I'm trying to think. I guess, oh man, something happened. I've been watching shows, and I can't even remember what shows I've been watching now. And it just slipped my mind. But, we did a lot of filming for something that we're going to have come out probably a year from now.
Yeah.
After I edit the shit out of it. It's going to take so long. But it's done. So, other than the editing, which is the hard part. But, yeah, so we spent a lot of time on that, about 10, 11 hours doing that. And then, so I guess that's it. That's really my whole week. I've just been tired and catching up on sleep from that. Fucking worn out. Played a couple games that I played them specifically so I could talk about them on the show. Because never in a million years would I probably play these games otherwise. Yeah, and I've been trying to find like good sci-fi shows to watch. Neil Blomkamp, or whatever that dude's name is, the guy who did District 9.
Oh,
he was supposed to do the Halo movie.
Yeah.
He has this like compilation of sci-fi like shorts that he made. Like it's on Amazon Prime Video. I forget what it's called. I'll have to look it up. But anyways, it's really weird because like I've been trying to get into like I'm just like crazy storytelling, because I'm writing a lot of stories right now, so I'm getting a lot of inspiration from it. Like one of the ones that he does, a lot of them involve aliens, but I guess that's just like his thing.
Yeah.
And extreme gore, like he's just a over the top gore with everything he does. And I guess he also did. 9, I guess. He did. Well, that has a lot of gore in it too.
It's still PG-13 though, right? Yeah.
I think it was rated R.
Was it?
Yeah. It was rated R, definitely. Because somebody like explodes in that movie.
You sure about that?
I'm almost positive.
Somebody explodes in Men in Black. That doesn't make it rated.
No, like a person, not like an alien. Yeah. But I don't know. Look that up.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
But anyways, so I was watching that, and that was pretty interesting. There was like one of the short stories.
That's a hard R right there. Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of gore in it, but so. Anyways, there's like one, it's like in Vietnam. It's pretty interesting. So like all these guys are in Vietnam and they're starting to like notice that the dead bodies of like their friends and stuff, and they're like growing like solid, like on the inside, like they're getting this weird like exoskeleton type thing to them.
What?
It's very strange.
This is a story, like a short story.
One of the short films that he like.
Oh, it's a short film.
Yeah, they're all films, but
okay.
And so and it's like the devil is like out there or something. It's like really strange. So like the CIA is involved and they're trying to find out like the CIA shows up and they're asking him like what he saw out there. And, they're not telling him more information. He's like, well, if you want us to help you, you need to tell us what we're dealing with. He's like, my men are telling me that they're seeing the devil out there. He's like, well, maybe they are seeing the devil. He's like, we need you and your men to help us kill the devil. And like, it's like this weird, like invisible alien thing that like, it's almost like Predator in a way, but it's just way more.
It's the devil?
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. It's really interesting. Like, I like the way that he does these shorts. They happen so quick. And like none of them really, explain everything, and then they're over.
I'll have to check that out. It reminds me of. Did you ever watch Love, Death, and Robots, bro?
I didn't watch it, but yeah, I've heard it's good.
Oh, it's fantastic. I think you'd be right up your alley. They're all like little short, like none of them are longer than like 15 minutes. They're all little short animations. They're really good. They're doing a season 2 pretty soon, I think.
Oh, really?
That's what I heard, anyways. I don't know how true that is. Yeah.
Hold on. Sorry. I just want to figure out what this thing is called. I think it's called Oats.
Oats?
Oat Studios. I guess that's like what they, because it's like under that studio. Oat Studios Shorts streaming live, or it was streaming live, but you can watch that on Amazon Prime Video if you have that. So check it out.
Yeah, I'll have to get into that. I'll have to give it a whirl.
Give it a whirl. Anyways, let's jump into the news. Just so you guys know, we're using articles from gaming news sites from around the web, and we do not claim any of the material as our own. We are simply giving commentary on the articles and bringing you all of the news to one place, all the important shit, that is.
Yeah.
But let's start off with some important shit, like PlayStation Now. Sony's game streaming service for PS4 and PC is now available at a permanent lower price.
Oh, good. They got to compete with Game Pass,
Exactly. The company has announced monthly subscriptions are now available for $10, which is a considerable reduction from the previous $20 price point. Quarterly subscriptions, meanwhile, will now cost $25, having previously been $45 in the U.S. and unavailable elsewhere. Finally, a year's PlayStation Now membership is now only $60, down from $100. The new price points are active right now. Existing customers will see the new cost reflected in their upcoming bill. The price cut applies worldwide on the platform's catch-all subscription, not on individual game rentals. Sony also revealed a number of new titles being added to the PS Now library. God of War 2018, Infamous Second Son, Grand Theft Auto 5, and Uncharted 4: A Thief's End are all now available as part of the service's subscription offering, but they will be removed on January 2nd, 2020.
See, that's awesome. Okay, this is being added to PlayStation Now's already awesome library. I mean,
extensive.
People can say what they want, but PlayStation Now already could compete with Xbox Game Pass as far as the content of their library. You know what I mean? What was really holding them back was their high-ass price point. Yeah, I mean, at $20 a month, that's, a little steep. You know what I mean? Let's just be real. You know what I mean? But this is fucking sick because, in my opinion, PlayStation Now is a little better than Xbox Game Pass in the sense that they let you choose to either download or stream games. You know what I mean? So if you have a fast enough internet connection, you can just boot up whatever. Now, that being said, I wouldn't recommend streaming Grand Theft Auto 5 or God of War or something, even if you do have a good connection, because, the optimal way to play God of War specifically would be. But I mean, this is also awesome because God of War is, in my opinion, maybe the best game ever made. Like, ever. And it's going to be on this. I mean, even if you just rent it for 1 month, you know what I mean? And play the shit, and then fucking never pay for your subscription again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, then for $10,
even if you don't have
best game ever made.
That's what I'm saying. Even if you don't have a PlayStation, do the 7-day free trial or whatever, and just play God of War on your PC. You know what I mean? Fucking do it. It's such a good game.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say, actually, before we continue with the news, I was gonna bring up. Did you watch the Oculus keynote event thing back on September 25th or so?
I didn't watch it, no, but I heard a lot of the news from it.
Okay, so you heard about the finger tracking and for the Oculus Quest.
I didn't hear about the finger tracking, but what I heard about is even more exciting. They're going to make it to where you can connect a fucking cable from your Oculus Quest to your PC and have the full capabilities of the Rift S or whatever.
Well,
you know what I mean?
And the way that's working is with the finger tracking, so there won't be controls for it.
Well, there'll still be controls. I mean,
what they were talking I watched the keynote. They're going to have to
develop games around this technology is the problem, It'll be a while before they can implement this kind of thing because, the Index already has a finger tracking kind of technology that they're working on that's really good, and people just can't use it because they don't have any games developed for it, And the fucking technology is proprietary to whatever fucking, Oculus or fucking Valve or whatever. So, all these companies that could potentially be using the technology to make games, you know what I mean? They're not first party, so they don't have the fucking technology. I don't know. it'll be interesting to see if they like open source that so people can fucking like game developers can like make games around it,
I'm
or if
sure
they'll
they
just
are.
keep it to themselves for their first party games.
I don't know why Oculus would do that because they were pushing their whole social media platform, like the Facebook part of it, like with their game called Horizons or whatever, or it's like a social media Facebook for VR that they're trying to launch with the Quest or whatever. They're trying to make it like super Quest related, I guess. But they were talking about how you can go in and like watch movies with people and like talk to people and all this other bullshit and like.
All I know is that I was already kind of on the fence about getting a Quest, and now I think I'll probably pick one up at some point next time I have enough money because, they're a pretty decent price. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not crazy expensive.
No, and they're already cool right out of the box, but this adds so much more functionality. I mean, if you had access to like the Steam library, like and the fucking Oculus Go library or whatever, you know what I mean? You would just be like rolling in games.
Exactly. That means when that Medal of Honor game drops, you'd be able to play it on your Quest.
I mean, that's an Oculus exclusive, so you already know they're going to make that Quest available. You know what I mean? Just judging by like the graphics and stuff on the trailer, I think that they have it scaled down a little so it can play on the Quest already. You know what I mean? Because if it was just going to Rift S, they would have that shit looking fucking like
pristine,
Robo Recall style. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you look at Robo Recall scaled down for the Quest. I mean, it still functions okay. It's just not as pretty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I really want to get me a Quest now, though. That's all.
Me too.
I
want to see what it's about. Anyways, what you got?
Well, let's see. Two of them real quick. I'll blast them at you. Call of Duty Mobile is out now. In case you missed our games coming out last week, it's out now. Check it out. I haven't gotten a chance to play it, but I downloaded it, and I'm excited to give it a whirl. And on October 1st, or today, yesterday, if you're listening to this on the day it comes out, Apex Legends Season 3 gets a new legend, map, battle pass, hop-up attachments, and a new weapon. So, if you haven't played Apex in a while, it's probably a good time to hop in there and check it out.
I wonder what the player count is for that now, like the concurrent players, like, I wonder how much of a hit it's taken since, like, its initial,
since the hype
popularity.
Kind of died down.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know there's still people playing it.
Oh, I would imagine so. I just want to know what that number is, though. I feel like they haven't released numbers in a long time.
No, they're definitely not bragging anymore.
No. But speaking of which, those guys are that team that, or I guess like the Apex Legends or the Titanfall team is the one working on that Medal of Honor game. Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
I trust them. I don't know why.
Me too.
I feel like they're going to do a good job.
Stellar.
And that Medal of Honor game is supposed to have like 10 to 11 hours of content or some shit, which is pretty damn good for a VR game. Like,
yeah, that's more than that old Medal of Honor games used to have.
Yeah, exactly.
That's freaking crazy.
So that's cool with me. I can see that being fun too. There's a lot of different stuff, World War II style, that you could do in VR that would be fun. Like what if you did like a parachuting thing where you like land?
Oh, I'm sure you
parachute? That would be sick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. I'm sure you're gonna be, part of the airborne, like whatever. But
yeah,
that and like shooting like classic guns like the Thompson and the M1 Garand,
that's gonna be great. And reloading them all, I think that's gonna be kind of a fun thing. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
In the middle of a fight, trying to like smash a clip into your gun,
like bolt action Springfield, dude. That's gonna be crazy.
That's gonna be sick. And bayonets and shit, dude.
Oh, dude.
Oh, bro.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Mobile giant Zynga has acknowledged a data breach by outside hackers that has reportedly resulted in the personal information of 200 million accounts becoming exposed.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so if you were on Farmville. In a statement, Zynga said cyber attacks are one of the unfortunate realities of doing business today. Sorry, guys. The Farmville and Words with Friends studio said it recently became aware that certain player account information might have been illegally obtained by hackers. The San Francisco-based company said it launched an investigation immediately and brought on outside forensic teams to help. Additionally, Zynga said it has been in contact with law enforcement officials regarding the breach. Zynga said it believes no financial information was obtained in the hack, though some account information was exposed. The company said it already launched security campaigns on behalf of accounts that might have been compromised, and right now seems like a good time to change your Zynga password if you have an account there.
So what's the worst that could happen if your Zynga account gets hacked? Like,
all of your words are taken. No more friends.
Oh, dude.
Just words.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Something is afoot in Pokemon Go.
Oh, God.
And it appears to be related to Team Rocket, the villainous group who made their debut in the mobile game alongside Shadow Pokemon earlier this summer.
I was about to say they did not make their debut in Pokemon Go. I thought that's what they were saying. Like,
no.
You drew it out so long that I thought that was the end of the statement. I was like, who the fuck wrote this article?
Well, they had like little dashes between alongside the shadow, so I had to like a dramatic pause. Anyways, the official Pokemon Go Twitter account has showed a series of distorted images that seem to tease the arrival of some new dastardly characters.
It's just Jesse's tits like blurred out. Like, who could it be? Jesse.
James. And they're just like butt ass naked.
There was that one episode where James had tits. Remember? You remember that episode?
I don't think I do remember.
I don't remember if they were trying to disguise themselves or what, but he had like giant hentai tits. Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was very weird. Anyways, Nintendo is reviving its hit Brain Age series on Switch. The company has announced it is releasing a new Brain Age game for the hybrid console in Japan this December, and it'll launch alongside a dedicated stylus for the system. Nintendo revealed the new Brain Age game with a trailer. While the video is entirely in Japanese, it shows off some new exercises in the game, as well as some of the ways it will utilize Switch's unique features. Among other things, you can use the right Joy-Con's IR sensor to do calculations with your fingers. There's also a tabletop exercise that has two players competing to count the number of objects on the screen the fastest.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's exciting. We were talking about that the other day on our educational games episode.
Yeah, throwback.
I
was excited. It's like when we talk about things, they happen.
I think we should just keep talking about things.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we're making things happen.
Yeah, dude.
There's some executive in a boardroom somewhere, like our only listener of the show, just the
one listener.
Aha! They've got it again, boys!
He's like, send it to Japan right now. We need that Brain Age. Yeah, we should. That's a good idea for a short film. These two guys, they have a podcast, and it turns out that everything, like, they don't have many listeners. They have a meager listener base, but so they feel free to say things that they want to say, and over time they start to realize that things that they say on the show come to fruition.
Oh,
and then,
shit, dog.
Yeah, and so, like, people...
They caused 9/11, dog.
Oh, my God. No, why would we talk about wanting that to happen, though?
Well, it's not us, okay? This is hypothetical.
Oh, okay. But say, no, like... no, but, like, see, and then, yeah, that's what
if they inadvertently caused 9/11? Like, they weren't directly, like...
Were there podcasts back then? In 2000?
Yeah, good point. I guess that wouldn't really...
I guess that's how you would have a really meager listener base.
the first ever podcast.
We're the first podcast. What the fuck is a podcast? Everyone's got like MP3. Actually, people didn't even have MP3 players back then. That was like still with like Walkman CD players and shit like that.
That was like now too.
Oh, God.
You know what I'm saying?
And we'd have to go back so many nows.
What if you just lived your life based on, like, what now?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that was about around now 25.
It's just like back in now 3.
Grandpa, can you just please stop?
Well, I could always go by Kids Bop.
The Great War about 15 nows ago.
Dude, The other day, like, my girlfriend like was looking up some Kids Bop from like she looked up the first Kids Bop CD, and
dude.
the old CDs, they used to not have the kids sing. They would just have like shitty like covers of the songs, like by just some random person.
Really?
And it would be like a clean version of the song, but it would be sung in like a shitty like.
Really?
Yeah, dude. It's like the kids weren't even really singing on there. It was just the dudes.
Oh shit!
Like, you know, like somebody once told me, and like you know, it would just be like some guy singing like that, like. And
what part of that song needed to be censored?
I don't think it was that song, but like I was just like thinking back to that time.
Like, can't kids just listen to that song?
Hell no, dude. That song's bad, bro.
The world's gonna roll them, bro.
Yeah, they don't understand.
No.
Just
No.
kids, bro.
No. Let's see what we got here. Ahead of the presumed release of the PlayStation 5 in 2020, one of PlayStation's top executives, Sean Layden, has announced he's leaving the company.
Oh, shit. Sean Layden's leaving?
He's leaving. Layden is Sony Interactive Entertainment's chairman for Worldwide Studios.
Worldwide premiere.
Worldwide! He is leaving PlayStation at some point in the future, though a specific date wasn't shared. So
he didn't give a reason?
Not really. Not that I saw. But, maybe. I didn't really look that far into it. I'm sorry. I probably should have dug deeper.
No, that's all good.
Should have done a deeper dive on that.
Sean Layden's been there for a minute, dude.
Yeah, he's one of those familiar names, You see it and you're like, oh, old Shawnee boy.
I wonder what he's going to do.
Surely something in the game industry, Or maybe he'll just retire. He's probably loaded, dog.
Is there any more you could do in the gaming industry? That's like, it's like Tom DeLonge, like he reached the top. Now he's like, I'm out of the music industry, like I'm just doing alien shit now.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe he'll just go do alien shit.
Yeah, maybe he'll join Tom DeLonge and join his team. Anyways, Ubisoft has opened a new studio in Da Nang, Vietnam, to bolster its mobile development efforts in Asia. The new studio will focus on games using HTML5 for social media platforms, as well as collaborating with other studios working on their own mobile games. The company plans to recruit roughly 100 employees to work at the Da Nang studio over the next 3 years. To bolster the effort, Ubisoft is in discussion with institutions and universities in and around Vietnam. This joins the company's existing studios in China and India. It is also starting its recruitment drive to begin operations within a few weeks. Da Nang is a vibrant city which offers great quality of life and promising opportunities thanks to its fast-growing tech ecosystem, said new studio manager Aurelien Palasi in the announcement. With this opening, Ubisoft will benefit from the local expertise pool while welcoming international new talents in the region to enhance its creative strength and meet the increasing demand for mobile gaming.
Cool.
We'll get some Ubisoft mobile games.
I like that. Let's see. Got a couple here. Let's see. Minecraft Dungeons. You guys can sign up for the beta for that if you want. Let's see. I'll give you one more since that was kind of a stupid one. This is even stupider, though. Today, in very important news, Hideo Kojima has confirmed that the Death Stranding Baby in a Jar character, BB, is capable of speaking to players through the DualShock 4 controller. Kojima made the announcement on Twitter. He said the option to have BB speak from the DualShock 4 controller speaker will be available as an option for the special edition Death Stranding themed DualShock 4 controller. It's unclear if this functionality will also work on standard controllers.
Hey! Listen. That's how I imagine it.
That's just terrifying. I don't know if I really want that.
Did you see the new controllers that
with
they're putting out?
With the little baby in the handle?
There's not actually a baby in the handle. That's a joke.
Dude. Have you seen the one with the little baby in the handle?
I could have swore that was a joke.
Hold up.
I know they're putting out like the orange see-through controller.
I could have swore that had a baby in it, dude. I don't think it's a joke. I don't think they're joking.
It's made to look like the baby like canister thing, but it's not. There's no baby in there.
No. I really think there is. Hold on.
The battles of GameSpeak podcast.
Hang on, you go ahead with more news. I'll look into this baby controller.
Okay. Well, basically, Bungie CEO Pete Parsons discussed the developers' plans to become one of the industry's best entertainment companies by 2025, and part of that vision involves not just continuing to redefine Destiny 2, but also establishing other franchises. Quote, so by 2025, we have a pretty specific path to make sure we transform Destiny and that we have other franchises within the marketplace, Parsons said. We need to build our publishing group, but part of our vision is also to become a multi-franchise entertainment company. He didn't share any details about Bungie's potential non-Destiny franchises, but the studio has planned to branch out from the MMO series for some time now.
Okay, I'm not seeing any babies in the controller.
Yeah, people were joking about that.
It looked convincing, dude. It was like a convincing fake I saw. I mean, the one I saw looked like a tight, actually. It looked like a cool controller. Like, they had like a little face right there in the handle.
Yeah, that's fake as fuck, dude.
Well, they shouldn't have been. They should have made that shit real because it was legit. And it would have been easy to do. I mean, let's throw a little baby head in there. You know what I mean?
Or they make the baby like those little like alien figures you can win at Mr. Gaddy's or Gaddy's Town, and then they fill it with liquid, and then they make the baby float around in there.
See? Yes, that would be sick, dude.
Yeah.
If the baby is just floating around, I don't even want the controller anymore. I honestly was kind of like, that's cool.
I just like the see-through.
I want the baby, dude. I want a baby in my controller.
You don't like that tangerine orange?
Oh, don't get me wrong.
Where it kind of looks like the old like N64 see-through controllers and stuff.
It's kind of cool, but it doesn't have a baby floating around in it.
Yeah, it could have been really cool. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, so basically Destiny or Bungie plans by 2025 to have like other franchises out besides Destiny. So,
good.
I want to know what they're going to do. I want to know, but there's no details.
Well, I hope they do something cool. I hope they don't just like... My problem with Destiny was like it's too much like Halo. When they left to do Destiny, they're like, we're going to go do something original and different and blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, okay, this is basically just mega Halo. Like why'd y'all... this isn't that original. I mean, don't get me wrong. Destiny's cool. I'm not hating, I'm not hating on Halo. I just think they should have done something a little more different. And I hope whatever they do next is significantly more different. Like, I hope they do like a fucking racing game or something next. You know what I mean?
That would be horrible because I don't like racing games.
I mean, maybe not that specifically, but I hope they just do a whole different genre.
They should do an RPG.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, a Halo RPG. No, just kidding. But they don't have Halo anymore. But anyways, what you got?
Let's see. Okay, in case you guys didn't hear, Spider-Man is back, a part of the Marvel MCU or whatever, like. So, get excited about that. If you were worried about no more Spider-Man movies, no need to fear.
I don't think anybody ever feared this. See, I think we even brought this up. I was like, there's no way this is gonna be a thing. Like, they're just gonna bring.
It's not like they're gonna not make Spider-Man movies anymore, but it's like I think people were worried that they're gonna switch Spider-Mans again and do the whole reboot like they did with like they've already done it twice, basically. I think everybody's fine with Tom Holland being Spider-Man, and they just want it to just continue. And just not fucking start over again.
Spider-Dan. Anyways, Microsoft's newest big-time exclusive, Gears 5, released in September, and it enjoyed a record-breaking release. However, not everyone is happy with the game, with some voicing concerns over its microtransactions and in-game economy. Now, the head of Gears 5 studio, the Coalition, has responding to someone who voiced concerns about the prices of items and the grinding it takes to earn them without spending money. Ferguson said the in-game economy is a work in progress. Ferguson pointed out that Gears 5 has a completely different economy compared to Gears of War 4 because the new game gives away its new DLC maps and more for free. We're learning as we go, he said. This is a completely different economy from Gears 4. Removed gear packs, so it will take a little time to work through any issues. Our first attempt is not our last, and we will continue to evolve until we get it right. In another tweet, Ferguson said Gears 5 offers way more free content than Gears of War 4, and the developer is planning to release even more free extra content down the road. Some of the upcoming free DLC will include more maps, characters, and skins. My thing is like, Gears 5 is a lot of, a lot of content for basically free if you have Game Pass. It's like, first off, it's on Game Pass too. If you do outright buy the game, they are releasing a bunch of free maps and free DLC later on down the road. And just the fact that you don't want to spend the time to try and get the stuff, like, that's not a problem. I mean, that's not a real issue. That's just, it sounds like a personal problem. Just don't play to get stuff like that. If you want cosmetics, and like you're too lazy to grind it out, then fucking pay for it. This is how they're making their money now. Just accept the future we live in.
I actually kind of like it because I feel like, a lot of these games have accepted the fact that it's like, okay, it's okay if I'm a free game or I don't cost as much because I can make up for that with the other shit. And, me over here who never buys any microtransactions or anything is just ending up with all this free shit, and I'm loving it.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. If it was like stuff that you needed in the game to like be good or whatever, I could understand getting upset about that. But if it's just cosmetic, like, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody cares about you wearing your fucking birthday hat on your fucking Marcus Phoenix or whatever. Like, just God.
Yeah. Let these developers make a little cash money. Jeez.
Like, you're not going to be fucking running around with some cool ass Neo glasses as Marcus Phoenix, and people are going to be like, dude, I wish, bro. I wish I was that cool. Anyways, but yeah, that's just the way I see it. It's like, fucking...
kind of with you there.
Like, who cares? I've just never been a cosmetic guy. Like, I just don't get it.
I mean, I do get it. Especially with Fortnite, because I feel like they are the king of having, like, cool-looking cosmetics, Like, of any game, I've seen so many Fortnite cosmetics that I'm like, I really want that. You know what I mean? They always have cool crossovers, like Batman and stuff. It's like, I get it, Yeah. And I see why, but at the same time, I still have just as much fun not
without
having it. Yeah.
It doesn't change the game.
No. I will say Apex kind of bothers me a little bit because a lot of their, like, you have to, like, really grind to get those fucking characters. And, like, I feel like that's kind of
that's different, though.
A game mechanic paywall kind of thing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Those are actual characters that like change the game.
Exactly. And that's my problem with Apex. And it's not really a problem because, like, I could save up and get one of those characters or whatever, But it's like, I feel like there's so many new characters that the original characters kind of don't fucking matter anymore. Like, if you...
yeah, for sure.
Know. Anyways,
what you got?
I got some new shit coming to Game Pass this month. So for Game Pass for console and PC, we're gonna have Munchkin. On a lot of these I don't know.
That's
but
like a card game. Like,
is it?
Well, it's like an actual card game, not like a video game card game. If that's what I'm thinking. Is it spelled with a K, like Munchkin?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it is.
Maybe. I know a lot of these I don't know, but I looked up several of them, and they all had, like, high 8s or 9s as far as the score goes. So we got Lonely Mountains Downhill, which is like a biking game where you're going downhill on a bike. Demon's Tilt, I'm not sure about that one. Genesis Noir, not sure about that one. Minute.
These are all indie games, I think.
Yeah. The Talos Principle, which I've heard that one is fantastic.
Yeah.
Vambrace Cold Soul. Not sure about that one either. And then we've got Xbox Game Pass for console games. We're adding Yooka-Laylee.
Ooh, I'm going to play that.
I'm excited about that. Platformer, for those of you that don't
know.
From
Rare. That's actually from the original Rare team that worked on Donkey Kong 64.
It's like a spiritual successor to their kind of like Donkey Kong, Banjo-Kazooie style, games. And we have The Escapist 2, which is a prison break simulator game. It's pretty fun.
Nice.
And for Xbox Game Pass, exclusively for PC, we're going to have Cities Skylines Windows 10 Edition, Dead by Daylight, The Red Strings Club, and State of Mind. So there you go.
There's some more, though. I'm pretty sure. It says
I might have missed some.
Yeah, it says the October releases include Dishonored 2.
Really?
It's coming October 3rd.
Oh, that's way cooler than any of that shit.
Yeah, so I was like, damn, you missed some of the good stuff. So
what else? Is there anything else?
Mm-hmm. So Dishonored 2 will be here by the time you guys hear this on Game Pass. And then the following week, October 10th, brings 2 more titles. The third-person zombie shooter World War Z.
Oh, really? I almost bought that the other day. I'm glad I didn't buy that. That's brand new, too. Man, this Game Pass PlayStation Now competition is really getting heated, dude.
It is. And then 3 more games are being added to the service on October 17th. The first is Charming Felix the Reaper, which joins the Game Pass library the day it launches.
I actually just saw a trailer for that. It looks kind of interesting. It's
does.
A puzzle kind of game where you're dancing around, and I don't know. It looks kind of cute. I don't know.
Yeah, and then rounding out that day's additions are 2 backwards compatible titles, Fallout New Vegas and the original Xbox classic Panzer Dragoon Orta.
Dope. I was actually just going to say earlier when we were talking about PlayStation Now, as one of my big points for PlayStation Now as a selling point is that it has like all of the fucking Bethesda games. Like it's got like Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 3, Elder Scrolls Oblivion, you know.
Yeah, Game Pass has Fallout 4.
Yes, and it has Fallout 3 also.
Yeah, now it's going to have
and it's
New
got
Vegas.
Oblivion, I think, also. I could be wrong about that.
I think it does.
It used to if it doesn't now.
And also on the 25th of this month, coming to Game Pass is going to be what's it called? God dang it. The Outer Worlds.
Oh, this month?
Yeah, this month at the end.
Yay!
Yep. So
what a good life I'm living.
This is the best timeline.
This is exciting. You know what's a little weird though? Why is nobody adding scary shit? You know what I mean? It's October, baby.
Well,
Let's
they
get
did that
spooky.
with Blair Witch.
I mean,
that was their like, here we go.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, dog. Throw Evil Within on there or something. You know, like let's get spooky, dog. You know what I'm saying?
True. Or they should. Somebody should get the license and make an official video game for Halloween Town, dude.
Oh yeah, dude. How would you even go about making a game out of that?
I
feel like that would play like Harry Potter. You know, the Harry Potter game where you collect jelly beans.
Yeah, I feel like it would just be a nostalgia fueled like nightmare. I don't know. It probably wouldn't be that good, but you'd stop Calabar, dude. That'd be the goal. Anyways, what you got?
All right, I'm gonna launch 2 at you real quick.
Wait, actually, it's me.
Oh,
I forgot.
You?
Yeah.
Okay.
So just like Grand Theft Auto 5, it appears that Rockstar's newest game, Red Dead Redemption 2, also will not receive any single-player expansions. Lead online producer Katie Pika told VG247 that Rockstar is completely committed to working on Red Dead Redemption 2's online mode. Pika added that the new Red Dead online content has single-player sensibilities, but in an online environment. We're 100% focused on online right now because, like I said, there's just so much to do, and we're just hoping to bring everything that a player can love about single-player into the online world and fleshed out. Pika said.
Yeah, I mean, I could see how that would work. You know, when you start up the online mode initially, I mean, this was back when they first dropped online. There was like a string of like 6 or 7 missions you do that had a real single-player vibe to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
It just felt like you're playing single-player with like other people running around roping you off your horse randomly and shit. Like,
yeah, it's like just game breaking.
But, you know, I think they've been doing a lot of work on it, and I'm actually kind of excited to go back and give Red Dead another shot, because I haven't played since, you know, fucking forever, you know, and I feel like it's probably come a long way since then. But I also am glad that they're not doing the single-player DLC. I mean, I'm not saying I'm glad about it, but I think if they can really put their, you know, eggs in the online basket like they did with Grand Theft Auto, they can make it as good as Grand Theft Auto's. Because Grand Theft Auto's online has just become fantastic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. They got a casino.
Yeah. I mean, add us a casino, dog. You know, that's all I'm saying. Let us get on the riverboat. There's a mission in the single-player story in Red Dead Redemption where you get in this, like, high-stakes riverboat on gamble. And then you can't get back on the fucking boat the rest of the game. And it's like, I want to gamble on that boat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, make that the online thing. That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Nice. What you got?
Okay. Okay, this is gonna piss some people off, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. During the State of Play, they announced that Call of Duty Modern Warfare's survival mode, it's going to be the Spec Ops survival mode, will be, and this is the one that everybody was hyped about with like the night vision and all the shit, and like quick kills and realistic. It's going to be exclusive to PlayStation 4 for a whole year. Which is pretty fucked up if you think about it.
I mean, that's their loss. Like,
I agree.
Yeah, well, all that's going to do is just make less people buy the game.
Yeah, we're in a point in society where I think a lot of people have both consoles, and it's going to be like,
Yeah, it'll be like, why would I buy it if I can't play it with my friends?
Yeah.
Like, and PlayStation's not going to do the cross-platform bullshit, And,
no,
and
but
even if you did, it wouldn't
matter
matter because the people on Xbox wouldn't have it.
Exactly. Well, that's the problem, I think they're already doing like cross progression, between platforms. So it's like, I don't know. It just seems silly to me and kind of pointless.
Yeah, because within a year, the multiplayer of Call of Duty doesn't matter anymore because the next one's already coming out.
And I mean, if you have an Xbox and you don't have a PlayStation and it comes out on both systems with some exclusive shit to PlayStation, you're not going to go buy a fucking PlayStation just to get that shit.
Absolutely not.
No. You're just not going to. It's just not.
And like the amount of people that would doesn't, like balance out the
what they probably paid to have that exclusivity.
Yeah, it sucks for Sony, but like, I mean, I'm sure it doesn't really suck for Sony because
they did it themselves. You know what I mean? I'm sure they're the ones who fucking.
No, I'm saying it sucks for them in this situation because they probably paid out the ass to Activision to do that. And it's just a waste of time.
A few years ago, it was a good idea, But I feel like we're evolving into an era where it's just not a good idea.
We don't like walls.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. I think society has kind of like seen through the facade.
Yeah, we want to unite all people within our nation.
To protect us all from devastation? No, wait, what is it?
To protect all people. What is it?
Is it to unite?
To unite all people within our nation.
To protect the world from devastation. To something in the stars above. Something, truth and love. Jesse, James.
Meow.
That's right.
Yeah, wow, I can't.
See, I should know that.
Yeah, we saw it like 100 million times.
Pokemon masters are we, dude?
Apparently not. We're not masters. We're just that boy who loves shorts.
That's true.
Anyways, Disney Plus seems to be taking a unified approach with its slate of upcoming Star Wars movies. The Mandalorian director, Deborah Chow, has been tapped to take over directorial duties for the upcoming Obi-Wan, Variety reports. Lucasfilm boss Kathleen Kennedy released a statement praising Chow's vision for the series. Quote, "We really wanted to select a director who was able to explore both the quiet determination and rich mystique of Obi-Wan in a way that folds seamlessly into the Star Wars saga. Based on her phenomenal work developing our characters in The Mandalorian, I'm absolutely confident Deborah is the right director to tell this story."
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but she worked on Rogue One also, right?
Who?
The director we were just talking about?
Deborah? Maybe. I'm not sure.
I could be wrong about that.
I honestly don't know what she's worked on. I know the writer was Gary Whitta.
On Rogue One? Or
yeah. Deborah Chow.
I don't know. Either way, let's hope this doesn't water down one or the other show, because I'm sure they'll both keep running. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
for sure.
You don't want her to get too much on her plate and then just end up with two lukewarm shows instead of one super hot show.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Because The Mandalorian looks like it's going to be dope.
Oh, yeah. And it's probably already just about finished filming. I think they're about ready to go with that. You know what I mean?
She directed Mr. Robot.
Mr. Robot. Oh, bro, that's a great show. Have you ever watched Mr. Robot?
I haven't.
Dude, it's fantastic.
She's
one
like
of the best television shows I've ever seen in my life, dude. Fucking Rami Malek is at his absolute pinnacle in that show, dude.
Yeah, he's really good. And apparently she's really good. She directed some stuff in Jessica Jones.
Okay, I like that show too. Okay, I think I'll like
Better Call
whatever
Saul.
she does. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so she's got the chops.
See, I think that's why I didn't like Better Call Saul, because it wasn't just like, I don't know.
It wasn't bad.
Something about Better Call Saul was not my thing, dude. It wasn't my... But I'm really excited about the El Camino movie coming out this month.
Oh, yeah, dude.
That's on the 11th, bro.
What's his name is still alive, apparently. Mike.
Mike? Oh, really?
Even though they killed him. Like, I don't understand. So
we'll have to see. Maybe Walter's still alive.
Walter may still be alive.
I mean, they didn't like implicitly kill him.
Like, they absolutely killed him.
I mean, he was laying there bleeding, but like as he was laying there dying, like fucking ambulances are pulling up and shit. I mean, who's to say our boy isn't in a coma somewhere or something? You know what I mean?
Even if he did survive, he's going to prison forever.
For sure.
Yeah.
But wouldn't that be interesting if he
maybe
was alive and in prison or something?
And he was calling the shots from prison,
dude.
And the people going to kill Pinkman were actually because of him.
What if this movie's a setup for like a whole nother fucking series? Like they just like
he's like the Darth Vader of like the Breaking Bad, and Jesse Pinkman is his son Luke. You know, so because Jesse Pinkman finds out later that the people trying to kill him were sent by Walter White.
Oh, shit,
he's like, oh my god, and they have to fight in prison.
Oh shit,
Jesse just kicks him one time and he dies from old age.
Bro, I'm excited to see it. I can't wait to see what they're gonna do.
Yeah, same. It looks good.
Let's see. After Microsoft announced a delay during E3 2019, developer Techland has opened up about Dying Light 2. It seems the open-world action RPG will reportedly feature over 100 hours of content.
100 hours!
100 hours! But the main storyline can be completed in 15 to 20 hours. See...
sounds horrible.
I have a problem when people say shit like this.
Yeah,
you know
that sounds really bad.
Because that's sketchy. That's like if you do everything in the game,
it's like
100 hours. Like
if you play through the 20-hour story 4 to 5 times,
you got to do New Game Plus and then New Game Plus.
Yeah. For sure. If you play through the game multiple times, I mean, that adds up. It could be up to 100 hours.
That's what he's, in his little thing, he's like, it's very hard to measure an open world game because of things that happen between point A and point B of a quest. It's like, dude, you know exactly how long those games it's gonna be an 8-hour fucking game.
Yeah, where are you gonna get an extra 80 hours from walking from point A to point B?
I mean, surely we've got a bunch of side quests and shit, but
not 80 hours worth. 80 hours worth of side quests? Like, what? Who wants to do that?
I don't know, man. I'm looking forward to Dying Light 2, but I don't expect to play it for 100 hours.
No,
I really don't.
It's not a JRPG. Like, no. I just don't fucking get it. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do?
I just can't see that happening.
And the fact the story's only 20 hours long, maybe. He said 15 to 20 hours. How is there a 5-hour gap? Like, it's like, well, it could be 15 or it could be 20. It's like, no, dude. Like, that doesn't make sense.
Maybe if you suck really bad, it's 20.
Yeah.
And if you're really good at the game, it's 15. And if you're mediocre, it's like somewhere in between.
But then that's not how long the story is. That's just how long it takes to get there. You know, like,
maybe your decisions affect the story in such a way that it cuts several
5 hours out of the game. It's like, fuck, I chose the one that's 5 hours less. That's so stupid.
Yeah, I'm with you. Either way, it'll be interesting to see what they do there.
Yeah, cool. The Last of Us 2 got its release date, which is February 21st, 2020.
Hey, yo, that's so exciting. And speaking of The Last of Us 2, Naughty Dog has released a statement talking about the lack of multiplayer in The Last of Us 2. If you don't remember, we talked about this a few weeks ago. Naughty Dog released a statement saying there will be no multiplayer in The Last of Us 2. Now they're saying that they were originally working on a factions mode like the original game. For those of you who don't know, the original Last of Us had a really great multiplayer called Factions Mode. They were working on one for this game, and apparently it just got too out of hand, too large of scale, and they decided that they're going to make it like its own standalone thing. So they said...
Damn, so they're going to sell a whole separate game for multiplayer?
I believe so. So, I don't know. Keep your eyes peeled, guys. We'll probably still get some kind of multiplayer thing in the future.
I want to say that's stupid, but at the same time, it could turn into Fortnite. You know, like, who knows? Like, it could be the next big thing.
It could. And, you know, I think what we're really getting here is, like, you know, you look at Resident Evil 2 and then that new multiplayer Resident Evil 2 based game coming out. You know what I'm talking about? I think it's going to be something like that.
Well, if it does come out, like, the only way it could be a really big thing is if it wasn't platform exclusive. Like, since Last of Us 2 is platform exclusive, if they did the multiplayer as, like, a multi-platform thing, it might, you know, make it a success.
Maybe, but I feel like they wouldn't want to water down their, like, Last of Us brand with multi-platform. You know what I mean?
They're already doing it with a multiplayer single, like, here's just a multiplayer Last of Us game. There's no single player to this or anything.
Yeah, but if it's as good as the first, because I gotta say, man, the first game's multiplayer was fantastic.
It was, but it was nothing like you didn't have to have the campaign attached to it for it to be good.
No, not at all. And I think that's what they realized with this, you know?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Is like, you could make it multi-platform and it wouldn't matter. It's not like it has anything to do with Ellie and Joel or anything.
You'd have to, like, ditch the name The Last of Us. It would have to be called something else. You know what I mean? Like, you could have all the same mechanics, same graphics, just different characters and a different name, and you can do that. You know what I mean?
Or check it out. 4 player. It's like Apex Legends, but with 4 people on a squad, and The Last of Us. Get it? Get it? Because it's the battle royale. Yeah, you're the last.
I like it.
Yeah, they need to hire me. No, but anyways, that's all I got for news. What you got?
Let's
round it out.
Here's a bunch of Oculus stuff. We talked about that.
Yep.
We talked about PlayStation Now getting cheap. Yeah, that's it. That's the news, baby.
Sweet.
But I got some free games for PlayStation. Is that something you want me to tell you about?
That's after this.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I got excited.
Which I probably need to look at that for Xbox. I'll have to do it next week. Maybe I already have it, though.
I'll look it up for you.
No, I already did it. That's the thing.
Did you? Yeah, it probably came sooner.
I'm pretty sure I did it, but
I'll look it up.
We'll
just
check.
To
be
safe
check. We're gonna jump on over to this week's releases, where I'm gonna let you guys know what brand new games are coming out to all platforms in the next 7 days, or 2 specific. You get what I'm talking about. Anyways, we're gonna start with We Were Here Too, coming to Xbox One and PC on October 2nd for $9.99. The second chapter in the franchise, We Were Here Too, is an online first-person cooperative adventure set in a fictional medieval castle. A new standalone entry in the We Were Here series, We Were Here Too is all about cooperative discovery, immersion, and teamwork through communication. Then we got... Oh, wait, is there new...
I was just going to say, did you already read these out?
Timbo No, I didn't.
Okay, so we'll talk about that in a little bit.
We'll get that. Okay, and then we got In Between, coming to PS4 on October 2nd. Couldn't find a price for this game. In Between is an atmospheric, award-winning platformer where you solve mind-bending puzzles by manipulating your surroundings and the gravity itself. The game is set inside the mind of a man hit by a cruel twist of fate. Together, you are on a journey through the protagonist's head, a world that doesn't obey the laws of physics. Free your mind and defy gravity in more than 60 compelling and unique puzzles, requiring all your wits and agility. And then we got NeoCab coming to Switch and PC on October 3rd for $19.99. NeoCab is an emotional survival game about staying human in a world disrupted by automation. You play as Lena, the last human driver on the neon-drenched streets of Los Ojos. When your friend and only lifeline mysteriously vanishes, you'll need to use wits and empathy to survive. Choose your passengers and your words wisely. If you can balance your cash, star rating, and emotional health, you might just keep your job long enough to find her.
What?
Yeah,
Are you like a taxi driver? What?
You're the last human taxi driver in the world.
What?
Yeah, like because all the robots took the jobs. So,
okay.
And your friend disappears, and so I guess you drive around. And you have to get good ratings.
Oh, or else you'll be replaced by robots.
Yeah, by the U-bots. And then we got...
Sad world we're living in.
Yep, those robots.
Damn robots taking over.
You think so?
No.
Have you seen those robots that, like, clean up shit in certain, like, stores? Like,
no.
I think it's called, like, it's like not a chain that we have anywhere down here in Texas, but it's called like Big Mart or something like that. And they have a giant robot. His name is like Robbie or some shit. And like if they spill something, he's like a complete AI. So like he'll just like go over and just like suck it up.
That's fucking badass.
Yeah, he's like fucking 6 feet tall.
That is so fucking sick, dude. I want a Robbie the robot for my house,
we need
bro.
to look that shit up.
Dude,
I forget what his name is.
That is high tech, dude.
It is. The Eyes of Aura is coming to Switch on October 3rd for $14.99. The Eyes of Aura invites you to escape to another place, become enthralled in a stunning adventure puzzle game set in a gorgeous 3D environment. Explore a vast and ancient castle riddled with secret vaults and hidden rooms, solve elaborate puzzles, locate lost treasures, and unravel an ancient mystery. And then we got Northgard coming to PS4, Xbox One, Switch, PC, October 3rd for $34.99. After years of tireless explorations, brave Vikings have discovered a new land filled with mystery, danger, and riches. Northgard. The boldest Northmen have set sail to explore and conquer these new shores, bring fame to their clan, and write history through conquest, trading, or devotion to the gods. That is, if they can survive the dire wolves and undead warriors roaming the land, befriend or defeat the giants, and survive the harshest winters ever witnessed in the north.
Hard yawn on that one.
Yeah, it's like a strategy game, I'm pretty sure. And then we got Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint coming to Xbox One, PS4, PC, and Stadia on October 4th for $59.99.
That was fast. I feel like they just announced that like yesterday. Yeah.
This is definitely like a silent release. I feel like nobody's talking about this.
They didn't hype that up or nothing. They were just like, here you go. Fucking Ghost Recon.
My brother-in-law, who's like a cop and doesn't really play video games much or anything, he just like popped his head in my office today and was like, hey, you playing that Ghost Recon game? I'm like, nah, what? And he's like, yeah, it's like Breakpoint or something. I'm like, that's not coming out, is it? And I like looked it up. I was like, what the fuck? How do you know about that game? He's like, yeah, it looks cool. I'm like,
it does look cool. I'll give him that. It looks cooler than Wildlands to me. And Wildlands was pretty popular.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it had Predator in it, dude.
It did.
And Sam Fisher.
It was popular before that.
That's true. That's true. I want to see how it plays out. He might get it, and then I'll just play with him.
The Ghost Recon game that I like the most is probably the least popular one. I like that one on 360 back in the day.
Advanced Warfighter?
Yes, dude.
Yeah, that was pretty dope.
That was my shit.
That was back when it was still Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon. And
it was also back when it was cool to do the future warfare thing. You know what I mean?
That was pretty cool. That was cool. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint puts players back in the boots of the Ghost, an elite U.S. Special Operations unit. But this time, they are stranded behind enemy lines, facing their toughest enemy to date. This military shooter is set in a diverse and hostile open world, entirely playable solo or in up to 4-player co-op. To overcome adversity, players will enjoy total freedom to accomplish their missions and have plenty of tactical options and tools at their disposal, including a set of new military features. That's pretty interesting. And then we got Ghostbusters, the video game remastered, coming to Switch, PS4, and Xbox One, and PC on October 4th for $29.99. Here's that Halloween game, guys. With Ghostbusters, the video game remastered, the Ghostbusters are back in time to celebrate the 35th anniversary of Ghostbusters.
What an odd game to get a remaster.
Right?
You know? Correct me if I'm wrong, this is the 360 Ghostbusters game.
It is that game, which apparently got great reviews.
I mean, it was an okay game, but it's like, what the fuck?
It's the 35th anniversary, dude.
Okay.
The real Ghostbusters return in this video game sequel to the Ghostbusters movie.
Dang, were they just throwing shade at the fucking girl Ghostbusters? The real Ghostbusters return. Fuck those fake Ghostbuster bitches.
I think that's what they were called, though. Wasn't there like a cartoon called like The Real Ghostbusters or something?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I could be wrong, but I didn't grow up in the 80s. So, but anyways, apparently this game, the reason it got such great reviews is because it played as a sequel to the movie. Like it was like the full feature sequel, like the story and everything.
Yeah.
And people thought it was really great, and they were voiced by all the characters. So
yeah, I mean, I remember playing
actors.
the demo disc. I got one of those demo discs back in the day.
Yeah, dude. Xbox Mag.
Yeah, dude. It was one of my last Xbox Mag demo discs I actually got. That was like right around the time when they stopped doing that.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Sad
Stuff.
Yeah, breaking my heart. Stars Harold Ramis, Dan Aykroyd, Ernie Hudson, and Bill Murray reunite to reprise their roles as Spangler, Stantz, Zedmore, and Vinkman. There's probably a lot of Ghostbuster people that are listening to this, and
just
they're
hate
like,
your guts
I just
right
want to
now,
fucking stab that dude. I'm like, bro, I'm young. Okay, and then we got Beep Beep Deliveries coming to PS4 on October 4th. Couldn't find a price for this game, but every summer holiday I'd go help my Uncle Bub at his delivery company. This is the story of the last time. In Beep Beep Deliveries, you are Pook, and you are on your annual summer visit to help Uncle Bub at his delivery company. Many of your uncle's customers are friends with dreams and problems of their own, and every year the greedy king makes everyone's life hard, stealing and bullying via his guards. The world of Beep is alive with traffic, customers, funky characters, but also the greedy king's stooges. Earn hearts to unlock new customer or coins to unlock new vehicles. Find quests, solve puzzles, and explore new islands, but expect crazy driving, crashes and splashes, and explosions and giant snowballs and thieving crows. Okay, I have no fucking idea what any of that meant.
Man, a lot of bullshit coming out this week, dude.
Then we got Trine 4, The Nightmare Prince. Ooh, maybe we're getting some spooks. It's coming to PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC on October 8th for $24.99. In Trine 4, The Nightmare Prince, the three heroes of the best-selling adventure series are back, sent on a quest to retrieve the troubled young Prince Celius. Amadeus the wizard, Pontius the knight, and Zoya the thief are joined together once again on a thrilling quest through fantastical fairy tale landscapes teeming with danger. Trine 4 reaches new heights in the series, bringing the most complete gameplay experience ever to fans and new players alike. Prince Celius suffers from intensely dark dreams, and due to his magical talents, monstrous nightmares are able to slip into reality and wreak havoc on the waking world. Okay. And then we got Indivisible coming to Switch, Xbox One, and PS4 on October 8th for $39.99. Indivisible is a side-scrolling action-adventure game from the makers of Skullgirls. Anja pronounced Anza. Oh, it's Anzana. Anyways, is a girl who sets out on a globe-spanning journey to discover the truth behind her mysterious powers. And then we got Chikara Action Arcade Wrestling coming to PC on October 8th. Couldn't find a price. Welcome to the world of Chikara Action Arcade Wrestling, a game that combines the quick action found in arcade wrestling games with the theatrical flair only found in the independent wrestling phenomenon Chikara. I don't know.
What the fuck is Chikara?
I don't know. I guess it's wrestling. I
guess. Is it like, I mean, there's so many different kinds of wrestling.
I think it's like
luchador?
WWE type wrestling, like that kind of like, but it's like Asian or something. Chikara. I don't know.
That makes sense.
Then we got Dragon Star Varnier coming to PS4 and PC on October 8th for $59.99. Fantasy takes flight with the epic JRPG Dragon Star Varnier, taking place in a world where witches are cursed to give birth to dragons. That sounds painful.
Yeah, no fun.
Just shit out a dragon one day.
Just shit it out.
Just out the pussy, dude. That's where they come from.
Shit out the pussy.
I know. I know exactly how birth works. And if the pussy's too tight, they have to cut the stomach open. That's how C-sections work. Sorry, guys.
Oh goodness.
I don't really think that's how that works. But
sorry, Mom.
I just had to go get like. I just need to take more classes on how that works. This is why I don't have children. Anyways, so
JAMAL actually teaches a biology class at the college. Yeah,
specifically on pregnancy and birth. Anyways, fight enemies midair in a unique vertically oriented battle system. Strategically position your party at different tiers to attack and disable the enemy's skills, one level at a time. And I'm not going to read any more about that. But anyways, Atlas is coming to Xbox One, PC October 8th, or just to Xbox One on October 8th for $24.99. This is the one that's made by the Ark, whatever that game's called.
Right. The Ark Survival Evolve people.
Yeah, so...
This is
the pirate one.
The pirate one, right?
But see, online or on the PC, you're in like a world of 40,000 people, like on the server. So I don't know how this is going to work on Xbox One. That was like the whole point of bringing it to PC. And I checked out the Steam reviews, which are mostly negative. So doesn't look too good.
Not sounding too promising there.
No. Then we got John Wick Hex coming to Xbox One, Switch, PS4, PC, and Mac on October 8th for $19.99.
Don't get too excited, guys. Doesn't look too good to me.
Doesn't?
To me, not in my opinion.
So, John Wick Hex is a fast-paced, action-oriented strategy game that makes you think and strike like professional hitman John Wick. Choose every action and attack you make while considering their immediate cost and consequences. Created in close cooperation with the creative and stunt teams behind the films, John Wick Hex is a fight choreographed chess brought to life as a video game, capturing the series' signature gun fu style while expanding its story universe. Every move in John Wick Hex feels like a scene from the movies, and every fight contributes to your progress on the job and requires precise strategic thinking. Perform well and progress in the main story mode, which features an original story created for the game to unlock new weapons, suit options, and locations. Each weapon changes up the tactics you'll use and the manner in which you'll play. Okay.
It looks pretty whack, dude. I mean, that's just my opinion. I don't know.
I mean, I don't care. I'm not like, dude, it's gonna be great. No.
I mean, I just feel like, if you're gonna make a licensed John Wick game,
don't make it chess.
Don't make it chess. Make it like Enter the Matrix or some shit. That would be
cool.
Fucking tight, dude.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
Missed opportunities,
For sure. Then we got Burger Time Party coming to Switch on October 8th for $19.99. The arcade game hit returns in this all-new serving of Burger Time. Peter Pepper's Burger is the hottest grill in town, thanks to its classic menu of award-winning puzzles and patties. But when the retro gaming's master chef can't take the heat of inventing a brand new burger, the ingredients that got chopped from Chef Peter Pepper's last recipe take matters into their own comically oversized gloves. Okay, and then we got Call of Cthulhu coming to Switch on October 8th for $39.99. The greatest horror in the H.P. Lovecraft catalog comes alive in this game based on the myth of Cthulhu. The official video game adaptation of Chaosium's pen and paper RPG Call of Cthulhu introduces players to Edward Pierce, a former veteran and private investigator in 1920s Boston. Pierce will be investigating the tragic and mysterious death of Sarah Hawkins and her family in Darkwater Island. Call of Cthulhu offers a dark and oppressive ambiance that shall pay tribute to Lovecraft's work and universe. Indeed, the banal investigation might lead you to more sinister forces and darker secrets buried deep within Darkwater Island. And then we got Concrete Genie coming to PS4 on October 8th for $29.99. Is that a PSVR game?
It has VR components to it. Okay. It is not exclusively VR, no.
Well, Concrete Genie follows the heartwarming journey of a bullied teen named Ash Ketchum. No, I'm just kidding. It's just Ash, who escapes his troubles.
Who on his 10th birthday set out on a Pokemon adventure.
Hell yeah! Who escapes his troubles by bringing his colorful imagination to life in his sketchbook with a purple crayon. No, I'm just kidding. While exploring his hometown of Dinska, a once bright and bustling seaside town now polluted by darkness.
I thought you were really reading that for a second, the purple crayon thing, because that's pretty much the plot of this. I think he's going to be drawing on the walls and shit and making stuff come to life.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the VR component is just you like doing graffiti with like your thing, and you can like watch it come to life and stuff. I don't know. It looks kind of interesting.
Yeah, but that's it for this week's releases. I'm not going to read more on that. But
oh, jeez. a lot of crap coming out this week, but that's okay. We've been getting a lot of great releases this past few months, I feel like.
Yeah, you got to give people a break. You got to come out with some of the whack stuff.
You got to give people's wallets a break, man. I mean, people can't just be buying game after game over here,
No, definitely not. But before we get into the currently playing, we're going to let you guys know what free games with gold and what free games on PlayStation are coming. Brent, you hand it out.
All right, let me lay it on you. For Xbox this month, the month of October, we have Timbo the Badass Elephant. It's going to be coming October 1st, and it's going to stay through the 31st. Then we will have Friday the 13th, the game, coming on October 16th through November 15th. Yeah, so that's exciting. Friday the 13th is a good game. And then for the Xbox One, Xbox 360 side of things, the 1st through the 15th, we're going to get Disney's Bolt, which is like...
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And then...
That, 2007, was that Pixar? What was that?
I think it was Pixar.
It looked like Pixar, but I don't think it was Pixar.
I think it was Disney Pixar.
Wow.
I could be wrong.
I feel like that's the only Pixar movie that nobody talks about anymore.
It was a good movie, though.
It was.
And on October 16th through the 31st, you will get Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
A couple good ones. Friday the 13th, obviously being the star there, I feel like. And let's see. For the PlayStation side of things, this month, starting probably in the next couple of days, you will be able to get The Last of Us Remastered, which is one of the best fucking games just ever, dude. It's so good. But, I mean, it is only like a $20 game, so even if you miss this, it's not the most expensive thing ever, but it's a great game. And MLB The Show 2019, which, I'm not a big baseball game guy, but it's a pretty new game. So, I mean, if you're a sports game fan, that should be pretty exciting.
Cool.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah, I like it. I like free games. So let's jump on over to currently playing. I played 2 games this week.
Lay them on me.
Because I'm still reeling from Link's Awakening.
Sure.
I'm still hole in my heart. Can't think of anything I just want to sit down and put my time into. So I downloaded 2 mobile games this week just for you guys. I downloaded Mario Kart Tour. Played a little bit of that. And then I downloaded Call of Duty Mobile. Played some of that. Now,
what'd you think? Give me some feedback here.
Polar opposites. So Call of Duty Mobile is fantastic.
Really?
It's great. It's actually really good. It controls great. It has this little thing where you can choose between beginner controls or advanced controls, where in the advanced controls, whenever you aim at an enemy, you have to tap the shoot button or press down into the shoot button for it to shoot. Or there's the beginner controls where whenever you aim, as soon as you put your crosshairs on somebody, it'll shoot. Yeah.
That's what I would probably be doing. They have an option like that for Fortnite too, which is really helpful with mobile games, I feel like.
That's kind of whack cheating, though. I went advanced because...
Is it really cheating, though?
I mean, it's shooting for you.
But it's you don't have a real button. That's the thing. It's hard to aim and shoot at the same time, I guess.
True.
You know?
I feel
because you can't do your trigger. There's no trigger.
Yeah.
So you have to pick up your aiming finger
and then tap down
in order to shoot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're shooting from the left side of the screen, and then you can't move. You just got to stay stationary.
That's true. That's true.
So
or you just Bluetooth the controller.
Well, you can't. Not yet. Anyways, it's supposed to happen at some point in the near future.
Are you talking about for Fortnite?
No, for Call of Duty. They don't have the Bluetooth controller option available.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was like, well, I know you can do it for Fortnite.
Oh yeah, you can definitely do it for Fortnite.
But so Call of Duty's is coming in the future.
It is. It should be. Anyways.
But yeah, so I played that, loved it. I liked it. It feels like you're progressing pretty quickly.
Do they have zombies and stuff, or is it just all?
No, right now it's just multiplayer. I was playing in Nuketown and stuff like that.
Oh,
but
cool.
there is a little thing on the left, on the main screen, that's grayed out and says "coming soon," which I believe is. I bet it's going to be Battle Royale.
Yeah,
honestly, it's probably going to be Blackout.
In the description for the game, because I downloaded it, I haven't played it yet, but it said something about zombies and battle royale in the description of the game.
Yeah, so I think that's coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I feel like there's enough like progression happening with like the little like XP that you get. You like level up your gun, or like you can like use your XP tickets or whatever to upgrade your specific whichever weapon you want to upgrade, or you can spend it on weapons, and then like you can upgrade those weapons, and then like get different sights and stuff like that.
Does it feel really cash grabby, or is it like?
It didn't to me, but I haven't played it long enough to see how long the grind is to get these XP points. But I mean, because I got quite a bit, I was like, using them on like the M4 or whatever. And then I have like they start you off with like a sniper and an M4 and like a pistol, and then you unlock grenades and stuff like that. It's pretty interesting. That one felt fine to me. That one felt good. Mario Kart Tour, on the other hand, it's just not that good.
What do you not like about it?
First off, the game's played vertically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you just have to deal with that at first. And then the controls are just like, oh my god, so trash, dude. The controls in that game are trash.
I mean, what's so bad about it? You just literally just go left and right with your finger, like.
Yeah, but that's
that
it.
Simple.
No. Because if you want to drift, like, have you played it?
Yeah.
I don't like the drifting.
See, you got to turn off the stupid drift control. Play with normal controls, dude. Don't play with the advanced.
Dude, once multiplayer comes, if you can't drift,
bro, you can drift though. It automatically drifts for you whenever you have it on.
Yeah, just not in the way that you don't get the control that you need.
Bro, I will smoke anybody with my normal controls.
I'm telling you.
Try it with the normal controls. You'll see the difference. Because if you can't handle the drift controls, then just try it the other way. You know what I mean? It's a lot more simple. You know what I mean? You gotta. That's how it is with all Mario Kart. You gotta learn the drift. But that's what I'm saying though. On this one, it doesn't feel as good to learn the drift. Like it's not like it doesn't feel rewarding. Even though I can tell that once multiplayer, which by the way, multiplayer, there is no multiplayer right now. Yeah, that's trash. I was feeling good about myself until I realized I was just beating a bunch of bots over and over again.
Yeah,
I hadn't lost a race the whole game, and I was like, oh shit, I'm so fucking good at this game. And then it's not even real people, which really pisses me off because they tried to make it seem like real people. They have
dude.
They got a guy. I raced against a bot called Heisenberg the other day. I was like, come on, dude, y'all just gonna fucking Breaking Bad me here and like.
They have like weird like characters in their names.
Yeah, like
and
Japanese
stuff like
symbols and shit as their names. Like, come on, guys. You don't have to try to trick me. Just make it like bot 1 through 5. Like, I'll still play the game. It's not like I'm gonna fucking. But like, I would rather not be duped into thinking I'm. It's like the PUBG thing. Whenever PUBG Mobile came out, everybody thought they were just god at PUBG, and then it's like, oh, you've been playing against bots the whole time.
Yeah,
sorry.
But at least at some point in that game, and PUBG, you do end up playing against other people. This one, not so much. There's no multiplayer yet.
It just dropped. Yeah,
it says that there's no multiplayer on launch. They're saying that eventually it will come. I mean,
they have
game.
a little grayed out thing in the game that says like multiplayer coming
inbound.
Soon. Yeah. So I mean, I am sure it'll come. I do like the levels they put in the game.
The levels are cool.
They did a good job. The graphics look good. I mean, I like a lot of things about it. I feel like it's the shell of a great game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, which I hope it doesn't just stay a shell of a great game and it turns into that.
Well,
to that
financially, it's doing really well, so I can only imagine that.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course it's doing well. It's Mario Kart. It's one of their biggest fucking franchises ever.
Yeah, my point is, I think it'll continue to get support, that's just my theory there.
I wish they would have allowed horizontal play. Like I just don't like the vertical playing.
I don't know. I like it. I kind of like it. I like it to see further up the road. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just want to see more of the track. Just show me more of the beautiful detail to the game. That's another reason why I think the graphics are so okay. Is because like the graphics are decent, I
think it looks pretty good. I mean, it looks just as good as like the Switch game or something,
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think the only reason it is looking as good as like the Switch version is just because they don't have to show as much on the screen at one time. I
think
it's very Nintendo.
I feel like you can still see like just as much, but it's like up ahead of you instead of like to your side, you know?
Yeah.
And I agree. There are times when somebody comes out of nowhere and slams into my side. I'm like, hey, where the fuck did you come from?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, I kind of like it. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll see how it goes.
Anyways, what you been playing?
So I've been playing Mario Kart Tour, you know. And we, you know, that's all you got to say about that.
Yeah.
I finished Link's Awakening finally.
Such a good game.
Hell yeah, dog! Got all them seashells, dude. Fucking got my sword.
Oh, you got all the seashells? I didn't even do that
yet. You
yet.
didn't get your sword powered up to 2?
No.
You didn't at least get 40 seashells?
I think I did get 40 seashells.
Go to Seashell Mansion and get your fucking sword leveled up. I guess it doesn't matter because you've probably already beaten the game, but...
Yeah, that's kind of like the only reason why I didn't do anything with the seashells is because I already beat the game. So
yeah.
It's like, what's the point?
I made a mission to, like, after, like, the 6th instrument, I went and got, like, as many seashells as I could and got my sword upgraded. Because once you upgrade your sword, you, like, shoot beams out of your sword at full hearts and shit. Like,
nice.
It's pretty tight. And you do, like, double damage and shit. So you go, you know, like, at the end where it starts running you through all the bosses you've already fought and stuff before? Like, you go back and fight the same boss and you'll kill him, like, so fucking quick compared to, like, how you originally... Like, dude, I gotta say, though, the 7th fucking temple is such a bitch, dude. Like, that was the one that's, like, multi-floors or whatever.
Oh, God. It took
and you gotta, like,
forever.
knock the pillars down.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, dude. That was, like, it just bruised my brain. Like, it was, like,
trying to figure out what to do.
Oh, my goodness. And you know what's funny about that game is, like, some of the sequences in it are, like, so easy, it's, like, almost, like, stupid. And then some of them are, like, just mind-numbing. Like,
yeah. The puzzles are really what's hard. It's like the boss, once you get to the boss, it's pretty easy to fuck them up.
Yeah,
you know?
totally.
I had to play through the, like, the egg, you know, like whenever you go into the egg and you have to, like, fight that dude. I did that twice.
The egg fight, yeah, I had to do that twice, too. Because, like, the first fight was just me basically figuring out all the patterns, you know? And then... I get to the last. I actually made it to the last shadow on my fight, my egg fight. I didn't know it was the last one, so I came in there. I went and got, like, the fucking, you know, the secret thing where you can, like, get your revival after you die. Like, the girl's like, if you do this, I'll give you a secret or whatever.
The witch.
Yeah, I got my, like, secret revival, and I got like 2 bottles full of fairies, and I was fucking in that bitch, ready to go. You know what I mean? I didn't get my 3rd fairy bottle. That's, like, one of the only things I didn't really do. But other than that, I got pretty close to 100%.
I got 2 of them.
Yeah.
I feel like also they need to add achievements or something in game. Like, if the Switch had its own version of achievements or, like, you know, trophies.
It would be really satisfying.
Hell yeah, dude. I'd 100% everything.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dude, Mario Odyssey
I was about to say Mario Odyssey would have been a great one to do achievements on.
Yeah, because I 100%ed that fucking game. And... for nothing, you know, like I just did it to do it, you know. But anyways,
that had to have been pretty satisfying, though.
It was, yeah. I was definitely hard after that. No,
but yeah, Link's Awakening was really good. Highly recommend it. It definitely had a couple, like, technical issues, but nothing like
nothing that
was like game breaking or anything. Just kind of annoying every now and then. Let's see. I tried to play Kingdom Hearts, but I just wasn't feeling it. I don't know, man. Like,
yeah, dude.
I tried so hard, and I'm probably not gonna play it, to be honest with you.
I'll tell you why. Dude.
Why?
Because it's Kingdom Hearts.
Well, I guess. I mean, you could be right. To be honest with you, I don't know. It's just something about it that just feels
PS2.
Yeah. It's like the menus and the sounds and stuff. I don't know. Bling. Something about it is just not for me, and I hate to say that, you know.
It's like Hot Topic the game.
So, anyways, I went ahead and took a bunch of games I had back to GameStop. You know what I mean? And got some money back. I actually got a lot more money than I thought. And I went ahead and got. I'll be honest with you. I bought Borderlands 3, but I did it like last night, so I haven't even had a chance to play it yet. But they were like, "Oh, you still have $27 left over," and I was like,
"Damn,
fuck yeah, dude!
You got a lot of fucking money for whatever you sold."
I know. So I was like, "Fuck yeah!" And I picked up Wolfenstein Cyberpilot.
Oh God.
Yeah. Well, it was only $20 because I want to see what it was like.
Everyone says it's bad though.
Well, everybody else also has shitty fucking opinions about everything.
Everyone has bad opinions.
I'm sorry, but that's just I'm not even like saying.
Have you played it though?
Yeah, I did play it. I played it.
Was it bad?
Well, it wasn't bad, but it was, I mean, if it says anything, I played through the whole game in one sitting last night. You know what I mean? It was maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours long. You know, and that's my biggest complaint is that it was so short. And, okay, so the game takes you through 3, like, robots, right, that you control from this cool little cockpit thing you're in.
Mm-hmm.
And, the first robot it puts you in is so fucking lame. Like, it almost made me quit playing because, like, you have this flamethrower and you're like a dog and you're just walking around. And, I mean, after you burn up, like, 3 or 4 enemies, you're like, okay, this is boring. You know what I mean?
Wait, you're a dog with a flamethrower?
You know the, like, mechanical dog
Oh, okay. I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. So you're one of those at first, and you're like walking around, slamming into shit, fucking shit up, and I mean, it's okay. And then that part is over relatively quickly, and then it puts you in a drone. And this is where shit starts getting kind of cool, because everything around you is like way bigger than you because you're a drone, so you're like this tiny little helicopter like flying around, like zapping people, and it does this like stealth thing where you're like flying from shadow to shadow and like going up into the air vents and shit. And that part is actually really fucking cool. And then it goes to this robot that's like a fucking, like a mech robot with like a fucking missile launcher on one arm and a chain gun on the other arm. And that part was really cool. That was actually, in my opinion, like the highlight of the game. Because like the flamethrower thing just didn't feel satisfying. But like blowing up shit with missiles and machine guns definitely did. And, they all have like a little special ability or whatever. And then it goes to a part at the end of the game where you're like... You realize that you're this robot that they've hacked. You're like a Nazi robot, and they're trying to like break you out. So you use all 3 of the robots in like succession, like back to back, And then it ends the game in kind of a trivial way, in my opinion, because it ends the game with you like holding these like machine guns, like shooting Nazis, like not in like a robot. But, like, you have, like, a machine gun in each hand, and you're just killing Nazis, and it's so fucking tight. And it's like, why didn't they add more of this into the game? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it was so cool. I mean, they could have done a VR Wolfenstein. It gives you, like, just a tiny little taste of how cool it would have been if they had just done normal VR Wolfenstein. You know what I mean? Right at the end,
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, damn, they should have just made... You know what they should have done? You know how we talked about... at the beginning of Wolfenstein 2 where you're in the wheelchair... And you're like...
Oh, yeah, you have to roll your way out.
That would have been so perfect for VR. Can you imagine, like, just a VR game where your movement was based on a wheelchair? Like, I mean, it would be perfect for VR because you could, like, move by, like, doing the wheels with your wheelchair.
It'd probably get pretty annoying after a while.
I don't know. I think it would be cool. I think it would be really cool. And I think you could set it up... I don't know. It would solve one of VR's biggest problems. It's, like, movement and, like... I don't know.
Maybe if you had an electric wheelchair.
Maybe halfway through the game you could get like an electric wheelchair update or something.
It's just upgrade.
I don't know.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah, but I played through that. It was okay. It was just a little too short and a little too repetitive. But the graphics were fantastic. I gotta say, Bethesda nails it with their... like graphics, like Doom VR and like this game particularly, like the games Bethesda makes from the ground up for VR are absolutely beautiful.
Yeah,
they look so damn good, and I can only imagine how good this looks on PC. So at least there's that. It looks really good. And then I played a little bit of Ni no Kuni, which I'm still getting into. It starts off really sad. It's like I'm like 20 minutes in, the kid's mom already died. But there's, like, beautiful, like, Studio Ghibli shit everywhere. I don't know. It's pretty cool. I'm going to have to get more into it before I give a real opinion on it, though.
Yeah. Cool.
And that's what I got.
Nice. All right. Yeah, guys, let us know what you've been playing in the Facebook group at facebook.com/group/GameSpeak Podcast or in the YouTube comments if you're watching the video version. Let us know. We want to know. We'll respond. Anyways, so let's jump into the topic of the show, which this week's topic of the show is the goriest video games.
Yes.
Yeah, so...
These are 5 video games that made our skin crawl and our stomachs weak.
Yeah, and we just threw up everywhere. For every one of these games, I threw up at least 4 times. No, I'm just kidding. No, I've never been queasy from a video game. But these are just some gory games. It's October. Let's get into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're getting a little gory with you guys.
Let's get nasty. Let's start with number 5. What's number 5 for you?
So my number 5 is 2 games that are very similar. I'm gonna list them as one because they're so similar. It is the game Gorn and Blade and Sorcery. Both games are like VR games where you're in an arena or whatever, and you have like swords and like fucking maces and bows and all kinds of shit, and you're basically just fucking sword fighting people. But like you can like cut the people's heads off and like fucking you punch them hard and their fucking eyeball come out and shit.
Damn.
And just to like emphasize everything, it's like you're in VR and like it's just so much more graphic when you like use your hand to like grab somebody's head and like physically rip it from their shoulders. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Wow. Imagine whenever they add that like technology to VR where you can feel things like
God.
whenever you like grab something and it feels like, oh, I'm holding a rock or whatever.
That might be too much, but I mean, I'm sure you've seen clips of like the VR of Blades and Sorcery specifically.
I have, yeah.
Where they're like stabbing each other through the head or doing the spears on people and stuff. It's just really brutal.
I've seen it on Facebook actually. Yeah. People post that a lot.
Yeah.
Because people are weird. Number 5 for me is Mortal Kombat 11. Just from the fatalities, that like the quick fatalities.
I mean, Mortal Kombat has to be on everybody's list, especially the newer ones. I mean, they're so creative and disgusting with those fucking fatality
kills. And the X-ray vision.
I mean, I feel like people don't want to put Mortal Kombat on these lists because it's such a popular game series, but it's like
you have to put
it's
Mortal
undeniable.
Kombat. Mortal Kombat as a series, honestly, is probably my number 5.
Absolutely,
you know? It's just like it's super gory. You can't leave it off. It's the one that brought gore to the mainstream. I feel like
totally.
People are like, "Yeah, that's cool." Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, that's number 5. What you got for number 4?
So my number 4 actually can be played to the point where it's not that gory of a game, or it can be played in a way that makes it one of the most gory games ever made. It is Until Dawn.
Okay.
And the reason I put Until Dawn on this list is because, the ways you can kill the characters, like every character has several different spots along the story where they can die. You know what I mean? And every death is creative and gruesome and really fucked up. I mean, there's a part where he like rips this girl's jaw off and shit, and like he's all like finger in her mouth and shit before he does it. It's really fucked up.
Wait, he's fingering her mouth?
Yeah, dude, he's like all in her mouth, and then he just rips her fucking jaw off. It's horrifying. It's really fucking disgusting.
Wow.
And brutal. And like they rip off the kids' heads and shit. I mean, it's just like super hardcore. But again, it's only hardcore if you like play it badly, you know? So it's like,
yeah.
You know,
Damn.
But it's got a lot of really and another thing that makes Until Dawn so striking is that it's like so graphically good. You know what I mean? Like everything looks so realistic that when you see one of the characters like writhing in pain or something, you're like, oh fuck, you know?
Yeah, for sure. That I never played it, but I have heard that is pretty fucking brutal.
It does get pretty brutal. Yeah.
Number 4 for me is actually Gears 5. Gears 5 is really fucking gory for some reason.
Interesting.
Like, dude, we've been playing through it. You haven't noticed how chunky, gory everything is?
I guess I'm just a little desensitized because that's every Gears game. You know, like with the chainsawing everybody in half and like curb stomping. And, you know, some of the Gears games are I mean, they all have like real bloody, gory moments. I guess you almost have to put them on the list there.
Yeah, there's like that part where like in the theater, like you see all the corpses just like piled up, just like intestines hanging out and shit. It's just ridiculous.
That's a good point. That's a good one there.
Yeah, you don't even think about it.
No.
Like just because everybody looks like Buzz Lightyear.
It's true. Or also because, you know, a lot of the gore is happening on the locusts or whatever. So you're not really thinking about, you know, okay, this is violent, but it's like, oh man, this is
it's really
fucked up.
Like
yeah.
whenever those like flying things, I don't know what those are called. I forget. Like the swarm or whatever.
Yeah.
Like whenever they first show up and they like attack some people, they just like literally like cut them at every joint to where they just like fall, like their legs fall apart and their arms fall apart and their head falls off of their body and their torso is just a big meaty chunk. It's like god dang. Yeah, I wanted to get a little creative with my list, like games that most people wouldn't put on their gory.
I like that.
So
I like that.
but yeah, Gears.
Okay, so my number 3 is Outlast Whistleblower. Now, this is specifically the Whistleblower DLC for the first game. Because they all have a lot of gore, you know? I mean, every Outlast game, you're going to find dead bodies, people impaled on spikes, all that good stuff.
Yeah, of course.
But Whistleblower has a scene that tops them all to me. And to be frank with you, nothing even that gory really happens in the scene, but it's just the concept of it that fucks me up. Like, okay, this is actually in the game, okay? There's a part where you get, like, knocked out, right? And you, like, wake up and you're, like, tied to this wooden cross post thing with your, like, legs spread out and your arms spread out.
Oh, it's always fun.
And you can control your head, you know, like a good first-person shooter would let you. And, like, you can look down and you see that you're naked and your fucking dick is hanging out. Like, your actual... They have, like, a video game...
A video dick.
Just like a huge fucking... It gives you a pretty... You're pretty well endowed in this game. But you have this,
really?
Yeah. You got this huge uncircumcised video game dick just hanging there. And, like, the guy turns on a fucking table saw.
Oh, no.
Okay? And starts, like, pushing you towards the fucking table saw. And, like, right as it hits, like, the tip of your dick...
Oh, that's the worst part.
Yeah, right as it hits the tip of your dick, like, some shit happens and, like, you break free. But just, like, that whole, like, the fucking, like, anticipation of that shit, like, it still to this day makes my fucking skin crawl. And, like, the fact that it was, like a fucking virtual dick. You don't see a lot of, like, video game dicks, you know what I mean?
No, unless you're playing, like, fucking Dante's Inferno.
Yeah.
But so, like, does it actually hit the tip of your dick?
You know, it happens so fast, I feel like it does. I feel like it's, like, right as it hits it, it's, like, some shit, like you fall free and like somebody attacks the guy and you know it's one of those things.
I would not be wearing pants for a while. That's all I'm saying. Just have some jeans rubbing up on your...
Well, and that's another thing that makes that part fucking scary is like after you break out of there, you like don't have time to put clothes on, so you literally are just like running naked through the fucking like level. Like,
gosh,
it's scary as fuck.
That's terrifying. But yeah, number 3 for me is Conker's Bad Fur Day. Conker's Bad Fur Day is extremely gory, but you don't realize it because, well, actually you do realize it, but they put an emphasis on it, you know, like,
true that.
And it's really brutal, you know, like, it's always, like, in these horrible manners, like, you know, like, anytime that you think it's gonna get gory, just times it by 2.
Take it up a notch.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Drop a rock on whatever you think is going to happen. Literally.
Exactly. There's like a part with like a little baby dinosaur and like it's so adorable. And you're like, you take it up to the top of this like mountain to purposely get a rock dropped on it. And then it just splatters. And it's like, mama. It like thinks you are its mommy.
So sad.
Yeah. You purposely do this. You do this knowing what's going to happen because you're a psychopath.
Worse. Yeah, that's what makes it worse. It's not the fucking 64-bit blood we've got, you know what I mean? It's the fucking, like, it's the idea of it, you know what I mean?
It's that they you know, find humor in these murdering of this baby dinosaur.
And
then there's the biting of the chunks out of the caveman's ass.
God.
Like riding the raptor.
Yeah.
Ugh. It's so horrible. There's just so much gore in that game.
That's true.
It's a gory game. If you like gory and you like games, play Conker's Bad Fur Day.
It's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
We on number 2?
Number 2.
So my last 2 are a little generic, but I feel like they deserve to be on there. My number 2 is Manhunt.
Good call.
I feel like it's just so gory. There's a part in Manhunt where you take a fucking hacksaw and like saw into a guy's head. Like, I mean,
it's controversial. The game was controversial.
It's very controversial, very fucked up, very violent. A lot of different ways to kill people. A lot of different... It's just pretty messed up, you know?
Yeah, it definitely was. It was really bad. You could slit people's throats, throw bags over people's heads.
Oh, and like there was different like levels of like it was even the like lowest level of like the quick and painless ones were even fucked up. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
It was all fucked. The whole concept of the game was just fucked up and terrible.
Definitely. It was bad. Number 2 for me is The Evil Within. Lots and lots of gore.
That's a good
game.
one. That's a good one. That one and Dead Space both I feel like could interchange. They're both very similar games with like the same amount of like horrible fucked off shit going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like the first thing that happens in The Evil Within, like where you're kind of like actually playing,
where you're like hanging from the meat hook or whatever.
Dude. Yeah, and then you like drop down and like this giant dude is just walking back and forth. He's like
fucking huge.
Oh yeah, he's just like picking up bags of corpses and like taking them over and just like sawing them up and shit.
That was a great way for them to start that game. I feel like
definitely
it was a very memorable start. A lot of games you don't think about like. But I will never forget the beginning of that game.
No, you won't. And it's actually a lot more creepy than what the game kind of becomes. But there's like, a part where you slide down this drain of just like blood.
Oh,
and guts
God, I
everywhere.
remember that, yeah.
And the graphics are so good that it's just even like, it makes the gore that much worse.
Man, that's a good one right there.
Indeed. What you got for number 1?
So my number one is the Mortal Kombat series.
Okay.
I know
you put that as number 1.
It might be a little hard pressed for most people to think it's number 1, but I mean, like, you got fucking Kung Lao over here, like shaving people into little fucking like pieces with his hat. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I don't know. All I'm saying is those fatalities are so fucked up.
I just think of like everything about Mortal Kombat. It was just the purpose of the game,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good call for number 1. My uno is Soldier of Fortune 2 Double Helix.
Hell yeah, this is a good one because it was so shocking when it came out. You know
was.
What I mean? Like all the dismemberment and stuff was so extra back then.
I feel like. Yeah, it just feels like it looks like it's just like a normal like first person shooter at the time, but you can I believe it's called like the ghoul mechanic or something. I don't know but you can like depending on where you shoot the body, like you can completely just shoot people into tiny little chunks.
I remember like shooting holes out of people's chests with like a shotgun.
Yeah, dude, it's ridiculous.
Very, very violent.
Shoot their eyes out.
And it was just
cut them up with
for
a
what
knife.
It was with the knife. Yeah, the knife stuff was brutal.
Gosh, it's a very brutal game. I'm surprised that game ever came out. But like, you could just like go up to somebody and just like slice them into pieces, cut their forearms off. You could do anything. Cut their hands off. So weird. Shoot their hands off.
Just fuck their hands right up.
Like you could shoot somebody's arm off and they'd run off to like hide, like because they didn't have an arm to shoot you with, like, but they wouldn't be dead. Like you just shoot their arm off and they'd be like, oh,
That's how games have come a long way. I feel like, you know what I mean. Nowadays, stab somebody in the throat, dude. Okay, fucking Red Dead Redemption 2. You shoot somebody in the fucking throat, it is like one of the most fucking hardcore shits I've ever seen. Like they like run a little bit and then they like start spraying like blood out of their like throat hole and then they like flop around on the ground and they're like blood pool. It's so fucked up, dude. They went the extra mile with that one.
Yeah, dude. That's a good.
That's actually one of my honorable mentions. Yeah. There's some other parts in Red Dead that are really thrown off. Like the reason Red Dead didn't make my list is because it's not just like the whole game, but when it does the gore,
it does the gore.
There's a part at the end where like a guy's head is like exploded and his like eyeballs are like all over the place. It's really fucked up.
Yeah, for sure. That's some rock star shit right there. What do you got as your honorables?
Well, I got that one, Red Dead 2, and then I put God of War 2 specifically, There's a lot of like curb stomping and throwing people through spikes and ripping people in half. I just think that it's not as impactful because it's all like mythological creatures and shit. You know what I mean? So it's not as disturbing. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But it's still very, very violent. And one that is almost the opposite. It's like super disturbing, but it's not like as much of it. Wolfenstein 2. I think was super gory and disturbing at parts, like the part where your dad wants you to shoot the dog.
Oh,
or the part where they chop off that dude's head right in front of you. Or fucking just like lots of different fucked off shit happens in that game.
And the game itself is gory.
Yeah, or the part where like super special is trying to break you out and they like shoot him in the back of the head right in front of you and shit.
It's fucked up.
Dude.
Depressed.
Super sad.
But they can bring you back to life for some reason.
Right?
Like,
well, they did that intricate plan where your head drops through the fucking...
Of course. Duh. No, but that game, it's really, really gory.
And then I got one here that's not really gory at all, but it's so violent. Hitman 2, the newest one.
That's true.
It's like fucking serial killer simulator, basically, but there's not very much blood. It's weird, but I really love that game, and it's super fucking fucked up sometimes.
For sure. You gotta throw the Punisher in the honorable mentions.
Gotta throw the Punisher in the honorable mentions.
That serial killer simulator.
Dude, there's a part in the Punisher where you hide in a guy's coffin and then pop out during the funeral and shoot up the fucking funeral procession. That really happens in that game.
It does. And it's really, really, really violent.
It really
I'm talking
it was
really
game,
gory.
Though.
Like there's like parts, and they actually had to, because of the ESRB, they had to go back and
they did all the fatalities
stuff
in black and white instead of color,
which is kind of lame.
At least they didn't take them out though, because it was one of the things that made the game so fun. Like there was so many different ways to dispatch of your enemies, be it like throw them in a tank of piranhas or stick a grenade in their mouth and kick them down a laundry chute or some shit. You know what I mean? Like just crazy shit like that. It was so fun.
For sure. Yeah.
There's a part where you the movie Ghost where the guy gets cut in half with the window? There's a part like where you ghost some guy in half with the fucking window. And
like right at the beginning.
It's pretty fucked.
He's like, oh, just like, it just dropped the window on him. Anyways, it's pretty horrible. And Fallout, I guess the Fallout games are pretty gory.
Yeah, with the bloody mess perk and stuff, everybody's just exploding.
The VAT system in general makes it that way, where you could just shoot them in the head.
That's one of those games that's really violent and bloody, but you don't really think about how gory it is. Like, for some reason, while you're doing it, it doesn't, affect you for some reason. I don't know, it's weird.
Because it's the apocalypse.
I guess so.
Yeah, or post-apocalypse.
I guess so.
My bad. But, yeah, for sure. Well, that's our topic of the show, guys. Let us know what games we missed, or what games you think were just super gory and people don't talk about. Anyways, let's jump on over to the People's Champion. Let's do that. Let's get champed.
Let's get champed.
What do you got?
Let's get champed, guys.
And before we do that, not before you choose one, I just want to show you that you can read these two hearted ones right here. If you want to pick from that as well, just so you know it's there to choose from. Sorry guys, this is good radio. I know it is. But we can't leave anything out. Just so you know they're there.
You know what? I like that second one on there. How about you read that one out and we'll do that one as our...
Okay. Jason Domican, 1991 on Instagram, is once again, this is the People's Champ. Not once again this week, but you know what I mean?
Once again, in general.
The People's Champ. He says, what are some of the best gaming accessories you've bought? Like shit you don't need, but you couldn't live without once you purchased. Example, chat pad, and slide-in grips, so on.
I don't know if this counts, but the PSVR, baby. That is the ultimate accessory. If you have a PlayStation, I highly recommend it. On another note, I got this thing for my Switch a while back, and it's like a little like grip you hook your Switch into when it's not docked, and it makes it more like a controller. Like you're holding it has like little things that go off in your hand. It is nice, man. It makes a big difference when you're just playing like handheld mode.
Yeah, dude, that's a good one. I like the for the Wii, like the little like plastic random shit that you could use, like the steering wheel.
Oh yeah, the sword and the tennis racket.
Yeah, dude, and the gun.
Oh, and the gun, yeah,
that was awesome. And the move, like it was kind of like the move controller situation.
I was gonna say, if you have a VR already, the aim controller is a fucking must-have peripheral.
Oh sure. Yeah, for sure. That and trying to think if there's anything else that like just stood out in my head. I guess those. Well, actually, the little. I don't know if that's what he meant by the chat pad, but like the little thing that you could put on the Xbox
and type
360, yeah, and just like that way you could just like you could type in the search bars and stuff like that.
That thing
had a
full
handy keypad.
That's what it was. I've gotten so good at typing without it though, like just with the D-pad and the A. You know?
Hell yeah, dude. Anyways, so thanks, Jason Domican, for your dope questions.
Great question.
And let's get his other question that's not that was champ worthy, but it was still a great question.
Yeah, let's knock it out of the park.
He says, what's our top? Or no, actually, you know what, man? There's a couple of these. No, we're going to save that. Sorry, guys. I'm going to save that for an actual topic of the show. He's got two that he's given us that I'm like, these are topic of the show worthy.
Good. You know, we need to save as many of those as we can, because one day we're going to run out of topics. You know?
It's getting hard. One day we're going to not be a topical show, I feel like. We're just going to have to jump into something else. But anyways, what do we got? Who do we got?
Who do we got? We got Devin Mayer, the Rhyme Slayer. He says, If you had to pick a video game character to live out the rest of your life as, who or what, if you're into that kind of thing, would it be?
If you're into that kind of thing?
Yeah, dog.
What does he mean by that?
You know exactly what
he means. Well, I imagine Luigi has a big penis. No, I'm just kidding.
I would want to be Master Chief so I could have like super strength and fucking.
Oh, yeah, dude.
But then again, he's got a lot of responsibility. Maybe one of the other Spartans that's not as popular.
Hey, Chief. Yeah.
You know, then again, maybe just like maybe I should pick a character from a world that's not like war torn.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Because here it's not so war torn. Oh, okay, that's a lie. The planet is completely war torn. No, I'm just kidding. In certain parts, but I would say, who would I be? This is hard. This is the hardest character selection in like any game ever because you get to pick from all of them. Man,
think about who would have a good life. And who would you want to be?
No, but he's saying in this life, like, who would you live the rest of your life as?
Well, yeah, but I'm assuming you wouldn't just transform into them and live in this universe.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Oh, well, then definitely Master Chief for me.
Yeah, that's why.
Without question, Spartan 117, baby.
Yeah,
that's it.
Oh, this is so hard to. Oh my goodness, because you can also choose from like licensed games as well. You know, I'd be fucking Spider-Man.
All right, well, then I would be fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi, dude.
That's not fair.
How is that not fair? You're Spider-Man.
Just because I don't want you to be Obi-Wan Kenobi. You took, like, one of the greatest things ever. Yeah, for sure.
Fair enough.
That's a good question.
Yeah, those are really good questions.
I'm jelly. I'm already jealous.
Go swing off, Spidey, dude. Nah.
Anyways,
let's see what we got here. We got Chad McLean here.
Okay.
He says, "What's your favorite
What's
snack?
up, Chatty?
And are you happy Spider-Man is back in the MCU?"
Wait, what's our favorite what?
Snack.
Oh. Man, I feel like Chad has brought up food before.
Yeah, I think
like
so too.
Way back in the day. Way back. Probably episode like 3
Maybe
or something.
he tried our food recommendations on that episode and he was like, you know what? These guys know what the fuck they're talking about. I'm going to have to probe for some more snacking information.
But that's always one that you can update because, it's like, even if we answered, it's like, it's probably completely different. Right now, my favorite snack is the Lenny and Larry chocolate donut cookie.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Have you ever had those before? A Lenny and Larry cookie?
No, I haven't.
So this is going to sound whack when I say this. They're like vegan protein cookies, but they're not whack. And they're ginormous.
But they're not whack.
They taste so fucking good, dude.
I'm going to have to try. Where
they're
can
so
I get
soft. Like at any GNC.
Am I going to eat one and get too much protein, dude?
No.
Am I just going to like become fat as fuck if I eat one?
No. You trust me.
That's my problem.
They're really good.
I always want to get those coffee drinks, but they're always like 20 grams of protein. It's like, dude, I don't need all that protein.
It's not really the protein that gets you. It's the calories, dude. It's the calories. But the thing is...
But why they put all that protein in there?
It's to get you. I don't know. It's for people who work out, I guess.
I guess
but
so. Yeah.
It's recovery. But
we need
the
a coffee for people who don't work out.
Yeah. But my thing is like with the Lenny and Larry cookies, dude. The Snickerdoodle's good. The double chocolate chip is good. They got a bunch of good stuff. They have an apple pie flavored one.
Apple pie flavored one.
Yeah,
that
so
sounds
good.
fantastic.
They're so soft. They're not sugar free. That's one thing. There's a lot of sugar in there. They're really good.
I've been getting this popcorn lately. That's kind of been my thing.
What's that?
I can't remember what it's called. It's like Simply something, but it's like really, really good popcorn, and it's only like 150 calories for like the whole bag, and it's like a huge bag of popcorn.
Oh hell yeah!
It's like fantastic.
That's how popcorn goes, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Popcorn goes hard. Anyways, thanks, Chad.
Thanks,
what
Chad.
else we got?
We got Philip here. Philip Watson Dean. He says, "What's the most you would be willing to spend on your favorite game?"
Ooh, wow, that's tough. Well, my favorite game of all time is Donkey Kong Country or Conker's Bad Fur Day. So it's
imagine though. Okay, let me just add a dimension to his question. Imagine tomorrow that the game you've always wanted, Skyrim Pokemon, is coming out. Fucking like world fucking like first person Pokemon, like we've always talked about.
It's never ending,
fucking huge world. You know what I mean? How much would you be willing to pay for that if they're like, this is like, it's coming out and you're going to be able to play it for 5,000 hours of never-ending content, but it's X amount of dollars? What's the highest amount you'd pay?
Probably $500.
$500?
That's the most I'd pay.
Damn, that's a lot.
That's it, though.
I think the most I would pay is $100.
You're telling me the game that you just talked about, like, and everyone's playing it, and you just...
How would everybody be playing it if it was $500?
Because everyone dropped that money, dude.
Does it come with its own, like... Do I have to already have a console? See, that's the thing.
Well, of course. But you already have the console.
$100, man.
You already have the console.
That's all I got. That's all I got on it.
That's all. Wow. Philip, what would you pay? Yeah, like if I just want to know. I want to know if I'm crazy.
No, I mean, I don't know. That doesn't seem that crazy, especially if it's going to keep you entertained for the rest of your life, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. What's been... Oh, I'm sorry. This is Hans Yoder. Hans Yoder.
You just answered his question.
He says, what's been your favorite pre-order bonus that you've seen or wanted for a new release?
Like recently or just of all time?
I think in general, yeah.
Oh, man. I think the Master Chief helmet was cool back in the day. Wasn't that a thing? It wasn't a pre-order.
Yeah.
That wasn't a pre-order. I'm sorry. That was
was like a special edition.
You're right.
Thing.
Okay.
I really like the with Red Dead Redemption 2, they gave you this horse with your pre-order bonus. That was like a really fast horse.
That's always good.
Me and that horse got real close.
Yeah.
We had a lot of good times together.
Did you take it to the Old Town Road,
I
dude?
did, and then it got hit by a train, and I had to get a new horse. It was a very sad day.
And it was just gone?
It was gone. Usually, if your horse gets injured, you can, like, revive it, you know what I mean? But I guess if it gets hit by a train and flies off the mountain, that's the end.
I guess so. Yeah, that's sad. I don't know what mine was. I think there was something actually in... They used to do a lot of like pre-order bonus stuff, like they still do, but I feel like I don't know. I'm just not one of those people that is like pre-order bonuses. That's why I'm gonna get a game.
Yeah,
you know, I don't pre-order a lot of games. I feel
like I get the pre-order bonus a lot of times without actually pre-ordering it. Like I got a Borderlands 3 pre-order bonus, and I definitely didn't fucking pre-order that shit. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just not
same
a pre-order
with Red Dead.
bonus guy.
I didn't pre-order Red Dead. I got the fucking pre-order bonus. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened.
We got any more questions?
Yes, we have Cindy Danger Botero. Danger is her middle name. She says, "Why sometimes it be like it do?"
Oh, dude, that's I got the answer for you. Because sometimes it be like that, and that's it.
That's true. That's a
there's
fact.
Just there's no answer to it. I think if you give an answer to why it be like it do, then it just doesn't.
It just doesn't.
Yeah, you know. I feel like that's a good answer.
Great question, Cindy.
Good question as well.
We've got Jessica Smith Wallace here. She says, "For what dollar amount would Brent cut off all of his hair?"
I don't know, because my thing is like I want to answer this one.
Okay.
Because I don't think there's no dollar amount. I just feel like there's no dollar amount that Brent would cut his hair.
I mean, it'll grow back. There's definitely a dollar
amount.
amount.
There is a dollar amount?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's not even that high.
What's the dollar amount?
Honestly, dude, if you offered me like $400 cash right now, I'd probably do it. Or $500, maybe $500.
Let's switch this up. Okay? I like this question, but I'm saying if you guys can somehow, if our Patreon dollar amount gets to
we're not doing that. No.
If
this is cash in hand that I can go buy me an Oculus. You got to give me an Oculus Quest worth of money. That's all I know.
Look, Brent.
And I got to be able to go spend it.
Wait, no. Hold on. So you're telling me if our Patreon got to the point to where we were getting like $500 a month, like that, so basically you'd get $250 a month. You wouldn't cut your hair just one time?
Yeah, I'd do that.
Yeah, so what the fuck are you talking? You're like, no, I ain't doing that.
No, that's real. I'll do that. But we're assuming it stays there. If we can make that happen, maybe we can talk.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Maybe we can talk at that point.
We'll make a tier. Brent will cut his hair if we reach that point.
Oh.
Yeah,
Can we both cut our hair? Is that?
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have a lot of hair, I guess.
Yeah,
but
I was about to say, when was the last time you shaved your head, Jamal?
I've never shaved my head.
Ever?
No.
Really?
I've never been bald.
So you've never
even when I was born,
bald?
dude. I was born with hair.
What's the shortest haircut you ever had? I can't remember a time ever seeing you with really short hair.
Like how short?
I'm just trying to think. I can't ever think. I
I've
remember
had short hair. Not really short hair, but I've had short hair. I used to get.
Oh yeah, I remember. Right.
Yeah, I used to get a fade on the sides, dude. Not on top, but on the sides.
You got like a star shaved into the side of your head. Well, great questions today, guys. Thank you for all the love and support.
Yeah,
people.
For real, guys. That made me happy. I'm so happy. Dude. It's like I don't know if I'll believe that. That doesn't sound very, very real. What you're saying right now.
Are you happy?
Yeah, but anyways, we're gonna finish out the show with Brent's new segment.
It's Brent's Super Hardcore Video Game Trivia Challenge!
Oh.
These are 5 questions engineered from the ground up with one purpose and one purpose only.
Oh, God.
Pushing Jamel's mind and body to its physical limit. Are you
Wait,
ready?
my body?
Yes, your body.
Its fist. Do I have to do push-ups?
Your body is getting pushed to the limit this week.
Okay.
Are you ready, Jamel?
Yeah, I guess.
This week's topic is abbreviations. Let's get it on!
Okay. Like, what are they?
Just wait. Just wait.
Okay,
Jamel.
okay.
Question number
Oh, God.
1.
No.
Question number 1. These should... Don't worry. Question number 1. What does SNES stand for?
Super Nintendo Entertainment System.
Ding,
of
ding, ding,
course.
ding, ding, ding. Okay.
Okay, it starts easy here.
Starts off easy. Question number 2. What does the VCS in Atari VCS stand for?
I'm gonna... I don't know this for a fact, but I'm just gonna say Virtual Console System.
Oh, you were close. It's Video Computer System.
Wow, that's not close. All I got was system out of that.
All right. Question number 3.
Okay, number 3.
What does ESRB stand for?
What? Okay, why do I not know this? The ESRB, that would be the Entertainment.
Oh, you're so close. You got this. You got the first word right.
The Entertainment ESRB, Entertainment. Oh, God. Why don't I know this S?
It's kind of hard, honestly.
I know it's the ratings board, but I don't know what the S stands for.
I'll go ahead. I'll consider this a win for you because you got 3 out of the 4 words.
Wait, hold on. The Entertainment.
Oh, it's right on the tip of your tongue. I can feel it.
Yeah, I know it, but I don't know it. Okay, what is it?
It is the Entertainment Software Ratings Board.
Oh, I should have known that. Okay, I should have known that.
All right.
Wow.
Question number 4.
Is that like a point? No.
Do what? No. I think it's like a half a point because you were pretty close.
That doesn't matter because we're basing it on like out of whatever, so it doesn't matter.
You're pretty close. You got 1.5 out of 5 so far. Okay. So question number 4. If I told you I was playing a TBS game, what kind of game would I be playing?
Wait, if you said I'm playing a TBS game?
Yes.
What? A turn-based system. Wait, a turn-based strategies.
Hey, there you go.
System. I'm sorry. Why do I keep saying system for S? It's like my mind just happens to think that.
A system.
Yeah, is one of these going to be a system? Yeah, wait, the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Yeah.
Duh.
He started off with a system. That's the
why.
Problem.
Okay.
All right. Question number 5.
Oh, no.
The make or break question. This is an easy ass one. Why did I even put this? What does the term HUD refer to?
Oh, God. No, I'm just kidding. Heads up display.
All right. Ding, 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 ding. Jamel wins yet again. So you got, I think, what's that? 3.5 out of 5? That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Better than...
That's more than last time.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're getting even better and better as these go on.
But anyways, yeah, I like that. And, well, guys, that's it. That's the end of the show. So we're going to wrap it up here. Remember, you've been listening to GameSpeak Podcast, courtesy of CreateForSanity.com. The show posts for free every Wednesday on all podcast directories. Be sure to submit any questions you want to read on the show or you want us to read on the show to the GameSpeak Podcast Facebook group at Facebook.com/group/GameSpeak Podcast. Also, you can just send us questions to anything. Literally anywhere.
We'll find it.
Yeah, any of our social medias is what I mean by that.
You can fucking email that. You send me a fucking letter, dude, in the mail.
That would be awesome. But don't do that. Anyways, and we should get a PO box. People can just send us.
I like that.
Too.
It'd be like we could do a sweepstakes if we did that.
Ooh. Good call. Anyways, you just hear, and also we'll do like ASMR. With your letter, we'll open it on the show.
I like that. Yeah. Ooh, that could be a whole show in and of itself. Just and ASMR letter opening.
Yeah. Yes. And somebody could send us a letter opener
Ooh.
That'd be cool. Anyways, check out our video content on YouTube. All you have to do is search Create for Sanity. It's all one word. And if you want to stay up to date with your boys, you can find me on Twitter at the handle @JamalJamal and Brent at Brent Has One. That's the number one. And check out the GameSpeak Podcast Instagram. Guys, please, because guess what? Our faces are happening there. There's pictures, there's videos, there's questions we ask. There's lots of stuff going on there. You can ask us questions there. Anyways,